Yeah, man. Couldn't even tell, to be honest. Right, I think we're live. We should be live. Fashion be late as always. I think we should. Right, so we've got trendings, comment. So it looks like we're all good. Welcome back, everyone, to Weekly Waffle. It's a Monday, so you know what that means. We have a good old waffle about sneakers and other stuff. Myself, obviously, Erkin. My co-host, tell them who you are, bro, if they don't know already.
Yeah, it's Hass, aka HB Kicks, back again, chopping it up on a Monday night. I believe it's like episode 6 now. So we're 6 deep now. So yeah, man.
That's it, man. And yeah, we just obviously have a good old time with the chat with everyone inside. This time, though, we're going to do something a bit different, a live unboxing to a shoe that I think comes out in a couple of days officially. But there was an early drop off size. Now, for those who follow me on Instagram or, you know, my YouTube community post, you would have seen the Air Max 90 Scarabs. Although I want to get to that as much as anything else, I need to talk about something I was just talking to Hass about, actually, which is crazy. Something I've not seen before. It's a backdated import tax letter from FedEx. Now, for those who bought the A Ma Maniere freeze, obviously a lot of you got stung by the tax. I was popping out my chest saying, oh, no, man, I was lucky I didn't get hit by it and all of this. And yeah, obviously for those who bought off the A Ma Maniere website, it was kind of like, yeah, at least we got the shoes. If you got the import tax, it's kind of one of those ones. For me, I didn't get nothing straight away, but good old FedEx, which I am fed up about. Yeah, they put a letter through the door of the place I originally ordered them from. Long story short, or short story long. Yeah, a backdated £80 import fee invoice, which being threatened by actually saying if I don't pay it, they will be seeking legal advice within 7 days. Now, this was on the 17th because the address I was meant to get the shoes delivered wasn't my address. It was my mother-in-law's address. So I only got the letter a couple of days ago. So obviously that's done. But yeah, let's see anyway. Hass, just to remind me, where did you get your A Ma Maniere freeze? Was it from the UK or?
I got mine from the UK, bro. Okay. So I won the raffle from Offspring. And then I just had to go and collect mine from the Offspring store, the Central store in London. So yeah, no shipping taxes. However, having said that, obviously, as you know, we bought the 95s from A Ma Maniere. I got roped in by Broski, you know, on the day. Bro, did you get the 95s? Oh, I missed it. Here's the link. Cool. So I got caught up in the hype, obviously. Ended up copying a pair myself from A Ma Maniere. And just to let you know, actually, right now I just received a notification that my shoes are getting delivered tomorrow. I don't know how, but FedEx messaged me and delivery is coming tomorrow. So
nice.
See what happens with the import taxes.
That's the thing that I spoke to. Oh, sorry, bro. I can't remember the guy's name. He's always messaging me. We're always going back and forth about shoes. Lovely guy. He said to me he ordered the A Ma Maniere freeze, but he couldn't get them unless he paid upfront first. So It's weird because like some people do, like some retailers or delivery methods do that. But this is the first time I've heard of a backdated import fee charge. So yeah, this is why I'm mentioning it just as well as the A Ma Maniere free story, because the A Ma Maniere 95s are obviously coming out early on there. For those who've been copying off the website, just prepare for the worst. That's all I'm saying. If you haven't got, you know, stung by import fees before, just prepare for it. If you're from the UK, yeah, man, it's tough, man. It's tough.
Last week I was saying a lot of people hadn't paid any taxes or anything. There was a lot of people messaging saying, oh, I didn't pay any taxes on things. Obviously, they're cracking down on it now. So, look, it's for the love of the game, bro. We do what we got to do for the game, and we pay for it. But it is what it is at the end of the day. Yeah, but if I am to believe they're coming tomorrow, that means we're getting it a couple of days in advance, right? I think they come out on 30th or 31st.
I think, yeah, I think it is the 31st. Yeah. So, to be honest,
few days.
I've not heard anything on my end just yet through delivery, but obviously I'm up north, so it might be maybe a day or so later. Who knows, man? But yeah, it's just a bit of a word of warning. Before we get to the comments, there's one comment from Spiros. He says, bro, they deliver normally and you get the bill later. That's fair enough, bro. But to be honest, for me, I've always had to pay up front. Like when I got the Pata Monarchs, the Air Max 1s, geezer from UPS, literally at the door of my flat, he was like, bro, I got to charge you like this much. Have you got a card on you, or do you want to transfer it? I was like, what's going on? This was just after Brexit and everything else. So yeah, I felt like I was hustled, man, but it's just how it is at the moment. So it's crazy.
It's weird because obviously I won the raffle for the Visties, a month and a half ago now. And I didn't pay any import taxes on that. So I'm wondering if maybe I might get a letter through the door. Now you got us wondering, but I think I just paid the shipping, which was like £25 over retail. Okay. So I paid £25 over retail, which wasn't too bad. But guys and girls, Broski is warning you guys, man. You need to be checking that. You need to be checking. Man. Just out of interest, how much was the tax on there for you? For the JP?
Yeah, so it says here, amount due £80.68. Now, obviously, it's not the end of the world, but when the shoes themselves are like over £200 or what it equated to, plus the shipping and everything, bro, that's almost £300. And obviously, they're going for like retail on the aftermarket now anyway. And yeah, it's just one of those things you get burnt by. And yeah, the thing is, though, I think from what I've heard, if it's over 150 or 140, something like that, that's when you get stung by the import fees. I believe so anyway. Could be wrong, but that's just what I've heard. So some retailers, what they do, they put the retail, like Slam Jam, I think they do, put the retail price really low, and then they add a shipping fee that equates to the retail price. So that way you don't get stung on import fees. So it's really smart by some retailers. Obviously, not all retailers are going to do that for you, but yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It is what it is. We're going to move on though. Yeah, let's talk about it then, bro. The Air Max 95 A Ma Manieres, very mixed bag from the community, from us on previous shows. But bro, when they dropped, I had the import fee thing in mind. Just to go back to that, I couldn't help myself, man. And to be fair, a lot of sizes sat and then they locked off the website, seemingly because you needed a password and all that stuff. Yeah, it was a weird one, bro. How was your experience copying?
Well, I was busy doing stuff with work, like work-related stuff, so I actually missed the drop date. Obviously, it gets a bit confusing when it's stateside because you're having to work out the times, this, that, and the other. I did actually have an alarm set which didn't go off, but it was thanks to you. I got a notification that it dropped. You was like, bro, I managed to cop a pair. There's still sizes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, crap, like I've missed it, this, that, and the other. And when you sent me the link, I clicked on the link and I was really surprised because there was loads of sizes still sitting. I think a lot of the lower like sizes went, but there was a lot of sizes from 7 upwards still available. So, yeah, it was quite smooth. Managed to get in the queue, waited like 5 minutes, and then I copped the UK 8.5. And bro, it was like more, it was smoother than what you'd get in the UK, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, there was no hassle, there was no glitches or anything like that. So I was quite happy with that. And now I'm quite surprised, like in a week, I'm getting the shoes tomorrow. So the Visties, I had to wait like 3 weeks. You know, everyone got there. I waited another 2 weeks after, but these ones just bang, like straight on it. So yeah, man.
It's kind of I'm nervous and excited. I'm nervous about the QC and also import tax again. But I'm excited because of the shoe. They were fairly easy to get if you were there or thereabouts about in terms of timing. And yeah, man, it's a shoe we've been raving about for months now at this point. The only thing that worried me, and I mentioned it to you on the obviously the time of buying them, there was a little comment at the bottom saying, due to the materials and the cut of the shoe or something like that, the shoes may differ from one another. Now, obviously, it's down to interpretation. Oh, it's just the cut of the leather, the shade of leather, whatever. But it is a bit like, can it be a bit like misleading? Or say you get a shoe that looks different, like a totally different color. And I might be reading too much into it, but judging from all the pictures, there's been a couple times like, are they the same shoe? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm still excited, bro. I'm still excited. They did say 5 to 15 days though, didn't they, in terms of delivery? So I'm glad you're getting them early, man.
5 to 15 days. So that's why I'm a bit shocked. I got the email today to say that they'd shipped. And then to my surprise, I just looked at my watch saying delivery due tomorrow, FedEx. I'm like, wow, that is really quick. But look, when it comes to the shoes itself, bro, I've never questioned a shoe as much as these ones for a very long time. You know, we've had so many different pictures. We've questioned like the quality, the materials used. Now that people started getting them in hand, other content creators and stuff. I know you haven't seen anything, but I've seen a few things. Now I'm finding out, you know, there is suede and nubuck there as well, not just entirely leather. For me, aesthetically, the shoe isn't bad. It's a very sort of neutral color tone. You know, you've got the purples, the violets, the pinks, the browns, your classic A Ma Maniere, right? The only thing that didn't sit well with me, as Trending UK said as well, was the eyelets. We spoke the other day and I said, I've got a plan in place for those eyelets, right? For me, I mean, you'll have to wait till next week. Hopefully, when I get them in hand, I'm just going to try and use fatter laces to sort of cover those eyelets and to see what I can do with it. Because I really want to cover those eyelets, man. Honestly, it just looks so like it shouldn't be on the shoe. And I get
out of place.
They're trying to be different. They are trying to be different to stand out from your usual AM95s. But for me, sometimes you have to sort of stay true to the aesthetics of a shoe and maybe switch it up in a different way, you know, switch it up with another sort of stitching on there or the branding which they've got on the toe box, you know, that works well for me with A Ma Maniere. Or on the heel tab where they've got the big A on the back, that works well as well.
Yeah,
I just feel if they would have just left the eyelets or the loops as they were on a 95, I think these would have been even better. Better.
Yeah.
If they had it in black or maybe another sort of dark neutral color, I think it would have worked really well. But having said that, you know, we're going to have them in hand. We'll see what it's all about. I don't mind the color. I'm just glad we didn't get the bowling shoes.
Yeah, honestly, man, from the early pictures, it was definitely like, oh, have we got it wrong this whole time? Like, has the hype been very misleading? But you know what? I'm very open to the shoe. I haven't watched no reviews just because obviously I do content creation. So I've started to, over the past couple of years, stayed away from any early reviews, just to make my own mind up of the shoe, do my own research, and yeah, just not get strayed. But for me, I think it could work, like you said, depending on the lace swaps, if you are looking to do, or putting certain laces in that comes with the shoe. Also, it might be one of those growers, you know, like how many times have we seen GRs or even collaborations over the years where we've been like, oh, that's dead. Like, look at that certain thing puts us off. Years later, they're going for silly money and they become sort of like a cult classic. Yeah, I'm excited. I am excited. I think the more I sort of wait, the more excited I am. There's a lot more raffles now from the UK, which is very good to see. Offspring came out and said how limited this sneaker was. It was the most limited sneaker they've had, allegedly, which was mad. That's why I panicked and ended up going through the A Ma Maniere website, because I was thinking, wait, hold on, bro. Even if I have to pay the import fee, import tax, at least I'll get them within a decent time frame instead of waiting for people to get them, then ship them on the aftermarket. But yeah, it looks like N's got them, SNS, Foot Patrol, obviously Offspring had them. So it looks like there's a lot more numbers than we first thought, which is crazy. It could be they have limited numbers, but at least they've got them, which is promising to see. So yeah, man.
Any sort of sneakers update or whether they're going to release it or not, because as you know, the other ones sort of released through sneakers as well. And what the J4s and the J3s. So it's a bit strange that this one they're sort of holding back on. They've kept the cards close to the chest, but it's weird as well because over in the States it's divided a lot of it, opinions like here as well, and there's a lot of sizes still sitting apparently. So it's not one that instantly hit people as a classic. It's one that sort of people have looked at and thought, oh, that's a bit too different for me. That's a bit too. But then again, it's whatever floats your boat. It's deviating away from what the usual 95 is.
Yeah.
And we're all about, something different. So let's see what happens. But
yeah,
I just want to point out Harry Nelson's comment there. Pay for someone to stitch leather or suede lace loops on the shoe.
It's the shout, bro. It's to be honest, you'll have a one of one if you do that, because there's no other A Ma Maniere's 95s that's going to look like that. But yeah, no, definitely, man. Great points. Obviously, great comments as well. Just to go back to the comments, White Rhino, that's a pretty good name, to be fair. Do I cop the Scarabs or the Tiffany's? Now, this is in reference to the Air Max 90s. Before I do unbox them, I do have the Scarabs next to me. I don't just have a box just for the sake of it. Has, in terms of what you've seen online, obviously stock images, what one are you sort of steering towards?
Look, I said the Scarabs from day one when I saw the Scarabs that they were going to be released. It's an Air Max 90, one of the best silhouettes ever for me. And that sort of iridescent material that they've used on it is right up my alley. It is a head turner. You wear those, it's a head turner. So for me, it was always going to be the Scarabs. Don't get me wrong. Tiffany's are lovely. But the Scarabs, if you have them on, there's going to be some heads turning. Trust me. They're just lovely, man.
Yeah, definitely. And it's got more people talking than I thought just because of the whole Skepta thing. He came out and tweeted about it. But, bro, let's be real. As much as I love Skepta and what he's done with Nike and obviously the grime scene, he got inspiration from the Air Tuned Max. And yeah, it's the chicken and the egg, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
think we'll get straight into it, bro. I've never done like a live unboxing. I don't think. No, I have actually. This was like years ago. Yeah, I was so nervous, but yeah, man, excited, nervous at the same time because
I'm excited now.
These came like 3 days ago, and I haven't unboxed them yet just because we've had a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, which I will talk about later.
Girl, that is discipline for you. This guy has had the box for 3 days and it hasn't been opened just so that he can open it on the show tonight.
Yeah, exactly. To be fair, I was trying to do an unboxing video, but then I was rushing around. I was like, you know what? Let's do a live unboxing. I'm just going to enlarge my screen very quickly. Obviously, red GR box. Nothing fancy here. Let's get rid of the comment. And yeah, what does it say on the product sticker? Air Max 90, black, dark russet. Have a little look on that. The product sticker and all that good stuff. JD and Size needs to stop doing this. I keep talking about it, but this annoys me, man. With the tape, right? I'm sorry if you guys can hear some ASMR. Oh my days! Just look at that! Wowza!
Wow!
Wowza! That is special. Look at that. Bro, these easily, I know it's the whole Skepta vibe, but these easily could pass as a collab. Do you know what I mean? They are special. I love these.
First look?
Say that again?
Would you say weatherproof first look?
Do you know what? They're a bit more robust than I thought from images, especially like the mesh. The mesh looks very like well woven. And the fact that it's got an underlay to it, because it's 3M, spoiler alert, it's not just mesh, if that makes sense. Definitely more weatherproof than the standard 90, but it's the look of the shoe that I think is going to steal the show. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like you said, the iridescent panels, the gum as well. We was debating online on live before. It's got the gum outsole. And this bit is, that's a bit of a gum panel too.
Two-tone gum. Sorry, Mub.
So it's literally, it's kind of like a translucent gum, if that makes sense. You know where the Air Max is normally?
Yeah.
There. It looks darker than the average gum, but definitely like a gum outsole. Basically like this. This is like translucent, but this is two-tone, like you said, if you can see. So it's kind of like, it's very similar to the the uppers actually, where it looks a bit iridescent up close, you know? So cool, man. So cool. And this was not a shoe I was looking to keep. It was kind of a shoe just for content and then see where it goes from there. But bro, yeah, even that tongue. Look at that tongue. That's nice.
On the black as well. That's just lovely.
Yeah, yeah. And let me see if I can show you guys what the 3M is looking like with my phone. I don't know if you guys can see somehow, but I've got too much lights going on. But yeah, just look forward to the review coming out this week, hopefully tomorrow, actually. But a very nice shoe, man. Comment down below what you think. Has what your thoughts, judging by what you've seen just now. What are you saying?
I don't expect to be watching porn on a live show today, bro. Honestly.
So clean, man. So clean.
I mean, it's everything and more of what I expected when I first saw that they were going to be dropped. So for me, it's a must cop, man. I was sad when you messaged me the other day and you said, bro, did you get the drop from Offspring? And I was like, no, when did that drop? Like, and you told me that they dropped on Offspring like early doors. So
no, size, yeah, size.
100%. I think they drop on Thursday. So definitely grabbing these on Thursday. Materials look great. The colors amazing, even down to the tongue, what they did.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad they didn't go with a whole sort of iridescent tongue and just black so that label stands out. I'm not even too mad that they haven't sort of given a little pop to the Nike Air logo on the heel tab.
Yeah. That was the kind of thing I was like, oh, they could have changed, but
you were talking about that maybe they missed the trick, but I'm not even mad at that, honestly. They look great, man. And even like a good shout for, you know, a shoe that you can wear during the winter time as well. You know, looks more robust than your usual Air Max 90. So, bro, congrats on the cop. And guys and girls, let us know in the chat, are you going for these on Thursday?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, just to say it was size that it wasn't Offspring. I think Offspring got a countdown though on their website. So they're defo dropping on Offspring. Yeah, very nice, man. It's weird though, because maybe they sold out, maybe they released too early and they weren't meant to, but the size page isn't there anymore. And I believe, did US get these early? I think they did. And also I think Offspring will, like they usually do, they will drop the shoes at midnight, probably tomorrow or the day before release at midnight. So you'll be able to cop them before everyone else, maybe get that delivery in a bit quicker than if you cop somewhere else. So yeah, these are great addition, man. Honestly, great addition. Yeah.
And like we said last week, it's the year of the Air Max 90. What a revival this year. Honestly.
Man, it's great. It's great. Honestly. And yeah, so Connoisseur, obviously Chicken Connoisseur, shout out to you, bro. It's literally all this mesh is reflective. Now I'm gonna try and get some pictures because I don't want to mess about showing you. Okay, let me try and share the screen if I can quickly. But yeah, man, it's when I saw that, it was like, whoa, like that's special. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So yeah, basically that that is reflective there. The whole underlay, even at the back, you know, the tongue. You can even see, well, I can see from here, like without light shining on it directly, it's got like a shimmer to it. I can't explain it, like a white back into it, you know. So it's not that average mesh is what I was trying to say. So that's basically all the 3M on the shoe, which is nuts.
For me, it's quite clever what they've done with the shoe, because during the day you got that reflective iridescent material, and then during the night you've got the mesh underneath, which, you know, you've got all the 3M there at nighttime. So you've got a bit of both for day and night, if you know what I mean. So I think it's a very clever shoe, very cleverly crafted. It's a win-win, man. I'd have to give this, honestly, for a GR, I think it's got to be in the top 5, maybe top 10, top 5 this year in terms of GR.
Definitely top 10.
Great GRs
Even,
this year.
White Rhino said it spot on. I was actually going to say that. He said they're looking pretty different. They're closer to the premium or regular GR. Definitely more of a PRM or premium, as Nike call it, which is very like, wow. Like they could have, like, as much as I'm glad there's no hype about the shoe, as much as, well, it's more niche, innit? Let's put it right. There is hype, but it's more niche hype. They could have milked so much out of this shoe with marketing and, you know, getting like someone that's worth wearing the shoe, boosting it up a bit, because this is definitely more of a PRM. Like I said, close to a collab without it being a collab. Obviously, the whole Skepta thing, you know what I mean? I think they had to tread very carefully when promoting the shoe. We did have, I think, 2 years ago, the TN Scarab was making its return as well. Hence the name Scarab Air Max 90. Wow. Yeah, man. I love this sort of vibe, because the Air Max 97, Skeptas, the Air Tune Max, you know, it's very reminiscent to those shoes, man. And if you're an Air Max guy, it's crazy. But yeah, let's just quickly go to the comments.
What's the label saying on the box? Is it a PRM or a SE, or is it just...
No. It literally just says Air Max 90 and then the colorway, which is crazy. That's what I was thinking. Whoa, there's no PRM.
These are obviously, they cost 155. Usual cost of a 90 is 145, I believe.
Okay.
They're a bit more expensive than your usual Air Max 90. So this is what led me to believe there may be a PRM or SE, but obviously not. It's strange, but
I can't remember how much I paid for mine, actually, saying that. Yeah, they were 155. Mad. Yeah, that's so maybe they wanted to like push it all out and PRM it and you know, but the price says it all. But I mean, with all the materials, with all the 3M on it, it makes sense to boost up the price a bit, even though obviously you don't want to pay it, but it's different, man. It's different. Now, yeah, Very Chewy Snake actually says the Scarabs are available on the 31st in the States. Fair enough. So we did get them early. Or we get them at the same time, actually, don't we? So, yeah. Connoisseur says our mad pockets are going down this season, bro. Next season, that's when it all goes tits up, man. Yeah, let's see. He says he might have to double up. Now, obviously, if you guys don't watch his content, he's been around for years, been smashing it for years. He was like the first guy on YouTube to incorporate sneakers with his own content, like the whole crep check, boom bow, you know, like that was his intro. So yeah, he knows his stuff with Air Max. So if he's got the approval, you know what I mean? We've all got good taste out here. So yeah, Shane White, he says they are pair available on Oneness right now.
Oneness, yeah.
Oh, is that okay? Website, fair enough. Yeah, man. Yeah, good point actually. So Connoisseur says I slightly hate the recraft shape, but the reflective panels make them mandatory. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. They're definitely more boxy, and yeah, I know it's the slope. I know what you mean. But yes, right. Last little comment before we move on. White Rhino, it's on the sneakers app. Hopefully, I'll get lucky. And a 12 has my name on it. Fair enough. So you're going for it. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are liking the gum. Say that again.
It's cursed with the big feet.
Oh man, that's one thing I'm glad. You know what I mean? I'm an average size 9, so a lot of pairs going around. But at the same time, they sell out the quickest, which is annoying. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're not going to talk too much about the Central Cee 95s, because on the day of release, I was very jam-packed. Couldn't really go for them, even though it was a bit of a hoo-ha where, do I want them? Do I like them? Am I getting sucked into the hype? It's a bit like, I did love the rollout, like how they did it with FD giving out pairs to early pairs and tech fleeces and stuff. It's just, it was a bit meh, you know, like the shoe itself's a bit meh, very mixed bag. A lot of people were like, meh. People over the age of 16, let's be honest, were a bit like, all right, it's like, it looks like a JD exclusive if you really think about it. Slap a JD hang tag on there, only at JD, it's believable. But I love the marketing. I love the kind of special box, I guess, which was technically a Jordan 1 box. Yeah, man. Hass, what are your thoughts, bro? Were you feeling them? Did you go for them, or what's the vibes?
Yeah, no, you know what? When I first saw them, I thought, you know what? I'm a sucker for black and gold, but, you know, they're a decent pair of 95s, if I'm being honest with you. But there's nothing that really sticks out that says to me, oh, I don't look at the shoe and I think to myself, that's a cinch collaboration, you know? It's just, you know, like you said, put a JD hang tag on it and it's a JD exclusive. Might as well be, because it was, you know, exclusively sold at JD's as well. So
yeah,
for me, it doesn't, the shoe itself, the story behind it doesn't resonate anything with me. I'm more of the more old school generation. But someone I think mentioned that a lot of the kids that wanted them got them, which is great. We want people to be able to get the shoes they want, and if the kids got them, he resonates with the kids of today, which is great. Clever marketing by Nike. They knew what they were aiming for. So yeah, man, it's a win-win for Nike all around. It's a win-win for Central as well. So for me, it was just an easy pass, to be honest with you. It's got to be something more about the shoe itself for me to think, you know what, I want that. I like the story behind it. I like the craftsmanship behind it, etc., etc. So for me, it was a pass. But I dig what they're trying to do, what Central's done with it as well. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Hats off, man. Not literally, because the hairline's mad, but obviously, it's kind of like it's great, isn't it, for his fans, for like Air Max 95 fans. And James, bro, spot on. Imagine you're a Central fan and you're like die hard, bro. Like go to every show or every music every drop you're listening to, whatever. He's going to get you into that 95 now, or the clothing, because you're like, okay, it's a collaboration. Like, how many times have you looked at a shoe that you weren't even like looking at, or you absolutely hated, but because of a collaboration, like the Jordan 1 Low, for example, for me, not really been the biggest fan of Jordan 1 Lows notoriously, but Travis Scott, that whole thing is similar, and for kids, or the younger crowd, I should say, I shouldn't say kids too much because it's a bit, patronizing, but it's kind of like, yeah, I get it. Like they did the marketing right. They did great drop. JD's, if you actually bothered to go down to the shops, there were plenty of pairs to go around. Early pairs look pretty good too. I just think personally for me, it was timing that was bad. Like if it wasn't so close to the A Ma Manieres or the Unearthed, I guess the Stash, which is right around the corner, the Cortez. If this dropped maybe a month or two later or beforehand, I definitely think I would have tried to go for him a lot more. And I think 95 enthusiasts would have been in the same boat. But yeah, hats off, man. Hats off. Really good release.
I'll juxtapose two drops for you, right? So the Central Cee collaboration, 95s, we're going with, it's more for the younger generation, etc. Doesn't resonate with us, etc. But we had the Air Max 1, which dropped the polygons.
Yeah.
And sorry, who was the collaborator with that? I can't remember now off the top of my head.
Was it Dot Swoosh? I think.
No. It was the content creator sorry.
You know what? I don't think Kai Cenat. Yeah, I don't think they collabed though. I think he was just a part of the marketing. I could be wrong though. But
even so, he's marketed the shoe, and again, they're going for that sort of younger generation of people who like his content, who will think, do you know what, Kai Cenat's actually marketing these, I'm gonna go for him, this, that, and the other. Again, Kai Cenat isn't someone that I sort of follow or anything like that, but the shoe itself is different. So you see what's happened is they've put different elements of the shoe, they've changed it up a bit, and that is what's selling the shoe to sort of like the more sort of senior shoe enthusiasts, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Whereas the 95 is like, meh, it's not really me. So it does depend on how you sort of produce the shoe as well. So
yeah,
I think
half the shoe is, well, more than half the shoe is marketing, let's be honest, because how many brands have brought out such a quality product or shoe, but the marketing's not either been there or, okay, a great example, yeah, we've got Android versus Apple. Yeah, Android, in my opinion, because obviously I'm Samsung through and through, for a while they've had better hardware. Obviously Haas is team Apple, but most of you are, it's all good. But I've had both, do you know what I mean? And I've always steered to Android. Anyway, let's obviously get back around to it. Android has had better hardware for a while, obviously more features and stuff like that. Software, it's always whatever you prefer. But the marketing, Apple, top tier. top tier. You know, it even gets me thinking, oh, hold on, is it time to switch back? Is it time to think about it? And I think it's the same with sneakers, you know, like if the marketing's there, even if it is a retro or a new shoe, like the DNs, for example, how much marketing was behind the DNs to the point where we saw it everywhere we went, whether it was Instagram, TikTok, whatever, or YouTube. And I'm subject to it as well. Like I'm a content creator making content around relevant shoes and stuff. But when it comes down to it, the product speaks for themselves, you know, longevity in that sort of sense, because we don't really see the DN at the moment. It's just one of them ones, man. Marketing is definitely one of those
See, the way I look at it is are the Central 95s going to have a place in history, in sneaker history? Like, are we going to look back at it in 5 years' time, 10 years' time, and think, do you know what, that shoe was an important cog in sneaker culture? And I don't think that's going to be the case. You know, someone like Central Cee, does he have the longevity to be relevant in the next 5 to 10 years? Like, I'll give you an example. I'm like a massive fan of hip hop. I like De La Soul. For me, the De La Soul SB Dunks, any day of the week, because classic, man. It's never going to die, you know.
Yeah,
it's always going to be a part of sneaker culture, an important piece of cog in that sneaker culture, and it means something to me. So yeah, I just think it's got to have just a little bit more about it, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's interesting, of course, with the Wu-Tang Dunks coming out as well, because that's garnered a lot of interest from the younger generation as well. And look, Jordans have, you know, everyone's saying Jordans have slowed down now. You know, there's the younger generation who aren't really interested anymore. You've got lots of New Balance, Asics, etc. But I think the Wu-Tangs have definitely, like, you know, piqued some interest in people. So
yeah, even me, I've seen the Wu-Tang so much now to the point where I'm considering going for him. Now, obviously, I've been a sort of outside fan of Wu-Tang over the years, like never been a diehard guy. I think I'm a bit of it was just before my time kind of thing, but obviously definitely respect the music and obviously the artists on their own as well. But when I look at the Dunks, I'm like, wow, like the way they're selling the shoe and the way they're going for it, and people who are an actual like diehard fan of Wu-Tang and possibly the shoe itself from way back when. Like I said, the marketing sells the shoe a lot of the time, man. It's great. But yeah, great conversation, man. I mean, personally, in terms of the Central Cees, is it going to last? The 95s, are they going to last? Are we going to look back and be like, wow, you know, a Grail, maybe a 15-year-old 10 years from now? It could be his Grail, you know, just because of how much of a fan he has been of Central Cee. Maybe not have the money to get him at the time. Maybe there'll be a retro. Like, it's one of them shoes, you know, like, yeah, it's great. It's great, man. Hass, what are we saying on your end in terms of topics, bro? Have you got any juicy ones to tell us about? Because I know your recent cop, was it a little shoe? It might have been, was it a GR that you just picked up before we went live?
Yeah, I think I did. To be honest. I managed to pick up, but this is a steal, by the way. So those of us who are Jordan 1 fans, I managed to pick up a pair of brand new shattered backboard 3.0s for the princely sum of £143 on eBay. Somewhat haggled the guy a bit. You know, he sent me an offer, I sent an offer back and forth. And then sort of questioned why it was so low and stuff. But apparently, eBay will not pass it off as brand new because he tried to before, and there was a tear in the tissue paper inside. So he's had to list it as used, and it's not. I've seen the pictures and stuff, brand new. And he's had to pass it off put it through as used. So essentially getting a brand new pair of shattered backboards for that price, brand new in the box, albeit a torn tissue paper. So yeah, man, really happy about that. I put a bid in and I didn't think it would get accepted, but you know, lo and behold,
still, man,
£80, bro, and that's with the shipping as well. So that is for me the steal of the month, I believe. I know I bought some. When that was at the 10% off, I thought I had steals, but this one, it's definitely up.
Even the 20% that you told me about earlier, I was looking and there were so many gems like on eBay. Is it running till midnight tonight? I think
it's running till midnight. So there is a 20% discount on some sneakers, not all sneakers across the board. On some. So there are a few gems in there. I did spot the Air Max 1s in there. I think it was the Air Max 1. We love Air Max 1s.
Okay. I saw some patterns in there, by the way, guys. Patter, the Wave Pack, you had the Rush Maroons for around 115, I think, after discount. Also, Dark Russets for £90, brand new, both brand new, which is crazy. Some real gems in there. You got like Prestos, Halloween Prestos. You have some GR Air Max 1s, Air Max 90s, but are like deep, very nice colorways, like the Tree Line Air Max 1s, amazing colorway. Yeah, just check it out. I think it's UK only.
They had the lemon and lime Air Max 1s as well, both of them.
Yeah, they did. The yellow pair, man.
The yellow pair banging. I think they were about £80 or something. So definitely worth having a look before midnight. Anyone that wants to cop, it's a 20% discount code on there. Do you remember what it was? I think it was.
It was sneaky something. What was it?
Something. Well, we'll get it on there for you guys anyway.
Let me double check. It's all on eBay anyway. You just have to scroll down a little bit to find the discount code. Let me just double check. It's on there. It's on there, man. But 20% off. I mean, it adds up because if you're looking for a shoe for 150, that's 30 quid off, or like 200. Do you know what I mean? Like, if my maths is correct, yeah. So trust me, it might be worth looking because it might be one of them sort of platforms or discounts where you go for a reach back where you might have missed the shoe and you're not looking to pay the resale prices or the retail prices, and you can get a nice steal.
I did also manage to I think the day after last week's show, managed to get a pair of Air Force 3 Negos. So,
yes. How have you got them yet?
I have got them. I've got them with me.
Show us, bro. You have to, man.
Let's have a look. I'm gonna grab it with the box. Usually, I'll grab the shoes only, but grab the pair of Negos. £150 on eBay. How would it again? So £15 above retail, which is a steal. If you're wondering why these have got different colored laces and you've only seen them with white laces, I do swap my laces. So on one shoe, we've got the yellow laces, and on the other shoe, we've got the red laces. And these are pretty wild. They're not going to be for everyone, but this collaboration with Nego is a crazy one. It's based on basically his love of like Voltron, a bit like Transformers kind of thing. I think Gundam as well, and amongst other things. But yeah, it's on the Air Force 3 silhouette, and these are all the panels here. You've got a sort of patent leather overlays. You've got the sort of Nego Air Force on the back as well. So you've got Nego Force on the back there, all in sort of silver metallic. Man, these are just crazy, but it is for me a must cop because the Air Force 3s back in the day were the ones for me. Air Force 3s were really comfortable as well. These are really comfortable as well, by the way. I went true to size on these, but if you've got wide feet, I'd say go half a size, maybe a size up, because the toe box on these do come up a bit narrow, as you can see. It sort of narrows off a little bit, but comfort wise, really, really comfortable, and just a wild shoe, man. I mean, if you look at the box that they come with, that's the box there. Nice special box. They went all out with this one, even down to,
so cool, man.
You get a patch as well that you can put on whatever you want, really. Put it on your jacket, your t-shirt, even the tissue paper is all sort of Nego in there. Nigo and Nike, you know. So yeah, these were originally £135 when they dropped on sneakers. They went like gold dust. I think I went for them, and within a minute I got a notification to say that they're all sold out. So yeah, really happy with these. But guys and girls, let me know which shoelaces would you prefer on these? Would you keep them different? Would you have different laces on there? Personally, I think any sort of colors which are already on the shoe will sort of match up with the shoe itself. So, you know, I mean, even down to the soles, man. Look at that. That's just
so like nostalgic, isn't it?
So sick, man. It's, if there's anything that screams out 90s, it's these. You know, the 90s and the mid 90s, and yeah, man. One thing I forgot to mention is that the heel tab, you got Nike Air on one, and you got Nigo Force on the other one as well. I think on early pairs in the States where people got them from the actual store, that's special edition ones with Ogin Force on the heel tab.
Right.
And obviously they're not available here, but over there in their stores, they had Ogin Force on there. So if you got one of those, they'll probably be worth a lot more than the originals. So I think the friends and family pair, I don't know if it's friends and family pair or if it's a pair that they're going to release, have the blue sort of pattern toe box on there, which again is absolutely amazing. So I don't know whether they're going to drop that one as well at some point or whether it's just the friends and family. But yeah, man, it's very nostalgic for me, something that resonates with me, brings out, you know, all the memories of my childhood. And yeah, they're just wild. It's proper 90s, man, honestly. But if you go on eBay, there are steals on eBay at the moment. With the Nigos, there are steals at the moment. It wasn't as popular here as it was in the States. In the States, they were sold out. Here, they were sold out because obviously, you know, people wanted to see what the hype was about. And
no, they look clean, man. I mean, it's not my kind of shoe, but it's very tempting because of the colorway, obviously the whole anime vibe to it. It looks clean, man. Just to go back to the code, it was Scary Savings 20. Shout out to Lou. It definitely was that. So yeah, big love. Jake actually says about the Doc Rossets, they've been going for like 50 quid in outlets for months, which is nuts. I do believe that because I picked up mine about a year ago, just over a year ago, for like 100 quid off StockX by accident, as you do. Just leave a low ball on there and someone accepts it. It's crazy. Harry also says lace swaps are so underrated. Been doing it a lot more recently since I was a kid. So yeah, man. Do you know what? That's one thing I was like with Hasbro, like he has that reputation for a reason, like lace swap king, you know. Even myself, I've been trying out different laces, like for instance the Jordan 1 Low Mocha. Love the shoe, didn't love the laces it came with. It came with like very short black laces, so I swapped out the Jordan 1 Lost and Founds, the Chicago's, those white laces in that shoe, changed the whole shoe. Everyone's asking me where I got the laces from, and that's it, man. That's what it's all about. It doesn't have to be fancy, you know, just needs something like a lace swap to change the shoe, and it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, some solid stills. Broski's, let us know. Are you a fan of the Air Force 3, the Nigos, and also the Shatter Backboard 3.0s? Was it, bro?
It's a 3.0. So there are two other versions before the 3.0s, obviously. You had the originals and then one other version which they retroed, and then the 3.0s. For me, the originals are great, but the 3.0s are just amazing. It's got like shiny leather on there. It's like really shiny pattern leather, which is meant to signify the broken glass when Michael Jordan actually shattered the backboard. I can't remember which game it was, but during one of the games, he went for a dunk, bang, shattered the backboard, and that's where the shattered backboards were born. So, yeah, again, it's something which resonates with me. Huge Michael Jordan fan. And yeah, there they are. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
You know what? It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but that shine, there's something about that shine to it. It's really, it's nice,
it's meant
man.
to represent that broken glass. So, you know, that's why they went for that. But eerily, looking at it now, it also, you can actually wear these as a Halloween shoe as well. If you look at it, black and pumpkin, orange. Yeah, it's just
that's a shout. And also, just staying on the topic of shattered backboards, Jordan 1s, we're getting a retro next year, aren't we? The OG, as they say.
OG, yeah.
Which would you make of that, bro? Because I mean, that was kind of like a mythical shoe. Like you only got it if you were collecting back then, or a Jordan 1 guy back then. Now there's so many like new people to the collecting a sneaker game. Like for myself, like never been the biggest Jordan guy, but recently, as of late, I've been really adding more Jordans in the collection. And for someone like me, for example, I'd be, tempted to get the shattered backboard 1.0s. Yeah, what do you think about these retroing?
Yeah, look, I think that Nike's just going through the vault at the moment, just unleashing hell on everyone, innit? I mean, look, the originals are great as well. For me, like personal preference, I like the look of the 3.0s, but again, these were shoes that were highly sought after. People, it's very rare that people had these. So, to think that people will have the chance to have that bit of history, I think it's a good thing, but also it doesn't make it as sacred as what it was. It doesn't make it as, exclusive as what it was. But it's a great opportunity for people to own a decent pair of shoes with a decent story behind it as well. And the colorway is great. Colorway is fantastic. Yeah, man. I mean, are you going for these ones?
I'm in two minds because I've actually got a couple, too many Jordan 1 highs that I'm trying to get rid of, but I haven't been able to be bothered actually to list them. Like the Gorge Greens and the Lucky Greens, like shoes like that, where I got them for really cheap on release, made great content on them, did good numbers, but I don't wear them, bro. Like it's one of those, like I'm so in my Air Max 95 bag at the moment, and the odd shoe like the Air Max 190, Jordan 4 RMs, funnily enough, but shoes like this where I really want to wear and I don't have to think about wearing, whereas a Jordan 1 high at the minute, you have, for me anyway, obviously I can't speak for everyone and some people might be calling me nuts, but it's just a shoe you have to think a bit too much to wear, like a certain kind of cut to the trousers or your pants and stuff, as Americans would say. Yeah, I'm saying all that to say, all that waffle, I still would be going for these. Let's just say that. But yeah, a great colorway, man. Great, you know what I mean? It's one of those.
One thing's for sure, there's going to be a lot of hype behind this. There's going to be good marketing behind it. There's going to be the whole Jordan thing behind it. They have to market these in a way which tells the story to people that weren't around during the time, so that they're aware of how these shoes came about. And I think these shattered backboards are a very important piece of sneaker culture, sneaker history. Arguably one of Michael Jordan's greatest moments, and this is what that signifies. So you're grabbing yourself a piece of history. But yeah, hopefully everyone gets a pair of these. Obviously, for those that have the originals, get pricing right now. Put them online and get what you can, because Nike's coming for you all.
Yeah, and you know what though? Like everyone that's an OG sort of Jordan 1 guy, they always talk about the quality of the shattered backboards. Like whatever Jordan 1 you kind of look at, you compare it to the shattered backboards 1.0s, and bro, we know about the quality control of ones, of dunks, of all these like Air Forces as of late. Who knows if next year that's going to be the same case with this iteration, this retro. So yeah, it might lose its magic, and obviously resale prices are going to shoot down closer to release, but let's see. A great colorway though.
It's fantastic colorway, but I think also next year everyone has to be a little bit selective over what they want, because even myself as well. I like to think I cop a lot of shoes. I buy a lot of shoes, as you know, every month. But next year is going to be, you know, the mother of all drops. You know, from month January, month December. So we all have to be. Even I have to be selective over what I want, what I really want. You know,
yeah,
we're going to want them all, but it will come down to what you really want the most. What, you know, have you looked at from the past and thought, I really need that? Or, you know, I can't get my hands on those, but now they're coming out, I need those. So, you know, it's going to be hard to sort of abstain, but I think next year everyone's got to be sort of selective and then sort of go back for what they've sort of missed out on over the next year or so.
That's it, man. And in the words of a famous girl band, Spice Girls, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. That is exactly the vibes, because there's so much, bro. Like, I can't even think off the top of my head how many there are that I'm actually interested in, from 95 Neon SB, you know, all these other, like, even obviously the polys, the Air Max 1 polys, they're coming out in February, which you're pre-ordering them now, but they're coming out next year. Yeah, numerous Jordan 1s, shattered backboards, you know, the fragments we're going to talk on as well, the Union fragments, Jordan 4, how many Jordan 4s, the SBs, like white cements. Bro, we could do a whole podcast just on the releases coming out next year, and I think we should actually. But yeah, that is crazy, man. But yeah, obviously talking about the Unions, bro, like, well, what are you thinking about those? I'll get them up on the screen. We saw a couple colorways, didn't we, with the Jordan 1 Unions?
The Chicago Unions, or are you talking about the Fragment collaboration?
I guess both, because obviously there is a couple colorways coming out with Union. We've got all right, let me ask you this way. Which colorway are you more drawn to?
Fragment.
Really? Okay. So you're more of a blue.
Yeah.
Is it a triple collab, or like what's the thought?
Yeah, it's a triple collab. So you got Fragment, Design Fragment, Union LA and Nike, obviously. So it's a triple collab. But everything with the sort of blue tones just work with the shoe for me. Even down to the tag and the usual Fragment stamp we've got on there. I just think as a shoe, it just comes together really nice. So for me, the Chicago sort of colorway with Union, if it was me, I'd go for the original sort of collab, if you know what I mean, the original iteration. But this one here is something a bit different, and it just looks sexy, man. That to me right there is the one that I'm gonna go hard for next year, 100%. And you know, dare I say, over even a Travis drop.
Okay, that's interesting, man. I'm kind of on the fence, like, out of both of them, and by all means I probably won't get both because of how hyped they're going to be, but I just think that gray ruins the Chicago's a little bit. Like,
that's the thing.
Yeah, and even the early pictures that we've seen better pictures come out, but it's just not doing it for me. It's kind of obviously got the shadows and the Chicago's, but the fragments, the more I look at them, the more I like them more, just because it's not doing too much like the other pair is, the Union pair. But yeah, I think the triple collab is more appealing. Fragment, in my opinion, barely do miss. Like the Jordan 3s fragments, great shoe. The only thing that put me off getting them is the whole yellowing on the the back tab and stuff like that. Some people like it, but yeah, it's a great shoe still. But definitely, chat, let me know out of the two colorways what you're feeling, and is it another collab that we need with Union and Jordan 1s? Yeah, obviously kind of like one of those mythical shoes as well. We've had the 4s, the 1s, and Union do such a great job. Let's just go back to some of the comments. Stringer, yes, 100%. RIP to Clark Kent. Big contributor to the sneaker game, all round amazing, contribution to life, to the culture, to the game. Like you said, bro, like definitely RIP.
Gave us the best SB dunks as well, to be honest.
Yeah, man. It's sad.
RIP Clark Kent, man. Sad. I think it was colon cancer.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, gone too soon. But he gave us a lot, gave a lot to the sneaker culture as well. So yeah, it's a big miss, man.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it was shocking, like, because he kept it under wraps, and obviously, you don't. When you hear about these things, like, no way, like that can't be true. But yeah, it was a big loss. So many sneakerheads paid tribute. Yeah, it's sad. It is sad. But you know how the older I get, the more I kind of feel like you have to celebrate their life instead of trying more their death, if that makes sense. And
100%.
Yeah, he contributed so much to the game, the collaborations he did with Nike and everything else, and he was always involved, you know, whether it was like Complex and other stuff. Like, such a guy, man, such a guy. So RIP. Taran is actually asking about the Jordan Spizike low. Bro, the Spizikes is kind of like one of them shoes where it doesn't get enough love, but should it get more love than it does? Does that make sense? Like, what do you think about the Spizikes?
I actually don't mind the Spizikes. You know, it's a bit of a mashup. The Spizikes, isn't it? Let's be honest. Bit of the 5, bit of the 4, bit of the 3. He's got a bit of it.
I know. Yeah.
It's, as I called it before, it's the Frankenstein of the Jordan collection, right?
Yeah.
But they have, to be fair, they've been releasing some fire colorways of the Spizikes. You know, not too long ago, I think they released the Spizike Black Cats as well. Which,
yeah.
For me, like, I think you've got it up here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That, I mean, looks great. Looks great. It's just because there's, I mean, look, most of those sizes have gone as well, to be fair. But yeah, it's definitely one that's always slept on because, you know, the 4s have been the sort of more dominant shoe, even the 3s, the 5s, not so much, but yeah, man, I think Jordan, I think the Spizikes definitely need to be on the forefront a little bit more. I mean, look at that. You've got the black elephant print on there. Oh, man, it's so nice. And then you've got the shiny black.
Oh, that is nice. Do you know what? And it might be a bit wild to say, but what we spoke about, I think, last stream about the Jordan 3 triple black hats, arguably, these look better made and look better done. Like the execution of these. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like a lot more care has gone into this shoe than the 3s, which is crazy. Yeah, it's just that tongue, bro. Is that sort of tongue?
Yeah.
It's Marmite, isn't it? It's kind of like, but definitely a great shout. I mean, the UK aren't really feeling these, but they have sold out in a lot of places. So it might be a thing of, just because I haven't seen them on people's feet doesn't mean people aren't liking them. But yeah, great shout, bro. Great shout. What else we got? Yeah. So I think UK have had these for a while now, actually, isn't it, Hass?
Yeah. It's been out for a while. Well, different variations as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think beginning of the year, they also had the Year of the Dragon as well. So the Year of the Dragon released with the Air Force One, Jordan 1 Low, and the Spizikes as well. So I don't know if you can find the Jordan 1, the Spizike Year of the Dragon, but they weren't too bad, to be honest. I myself got a pair of the Jordan 1 Lows, which are these ones here. Again, these do have a lace swap, but these are the Jordan 1 Low Year of the Dragons. Really,
I like those.
Got like the dragon texture there as well. You've got really nice sort of materials on toe box. Just overall great shoe, really nice lace swap as well, by the way.
Of course. Yeah, definitely. I think as well where am I going? Yeah, different vibes obviously from the black hats, but still it's having a moment. It is having a moment, and arguably it's having a better moment than the 2s. To be fair, I know most of them are GRs that have come out, but this looks like it's kind of the niche Jordan that people buy but don't rave about and stuff like that. Just going back to the comments, SB Romy talking about the fragment, obviously the unions. Bear in mind, it's a mock-up picture, so we don't know the exact image 100%. Michael Gooden, I thought that was Michael Jordan for a minute. Stock will be limited on all big releases. Yep.
Of course.
James is saying the blue stitch on the Chicago's doesn't need to be there. And you know what, bro?
Agreed.
It's just like, it feels like, 1 second, what's going on? I'm using Safari, by the way, that's why. It feels like, where is it? They've tried to do too much where it just doesn't need to happen. Like, even the exposed foams and stuff, like, do you know what I mean? It's a bit like, and this toe box, by the way, horrendous, but
it is way off. That toe box is, as soon as I saw these, I thought, nah.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew these are a mock-up.
It's weird. It could be like a rep.
Yeah,
it is weird. It is weird. But for me, for it to be a Chicago that I need, like a Jordan 1 Chicago, it's got to have to be really like special, because I've got the Lost and Founds most recently and the Jordan 1, the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I don't know if I need another Chicago. So in terms of me trying to vary my collection, I think I'd be more drawn to the fragments, even though most likely they'll be harder to get. So yeah, that's a great shout, man. Let's see, look how much better that looks. I know that's a mock-up. Yeah, it's still
better as well.
yeah, it's true. But let's see. Great comment. Kill Switch is saying I have the black toe union. Sorry, so the frag unions are a must-have. Chicago's still nice though. Yep,
100.
God's favorite DJ. Yep. Yes. Okay. So we've got Seamus, which was going to get to, bro. I dropped a new channel on Discord, which is basically topics to talk about on the live. So whoever's joined the Discord can just drop top 10 Jordan 1s to talk about, or different topics, different releases to chat about. Seamus actually mentioned the P6000 versus the Nike Initiator. And yeah, we might as well get into it now, bro. Has, do you have any of these two sneakers? The P6000 or the Initiators? What are you saying?
Neither of these I don't actually have, to be fair. P6000s, I am looking at getting the Roams. No, sorry, not the Roams. The winterized edition of the P6000. I'm just waiting for the drop because I think I missed a shock drop. Was it last week, bro? I missed it. I can't remember.
I think it was, yeah.
What happened? Nike actually done a shock drop on the P6000 winterized. I think it was Black Burgundy Crush. And literally the whole shoe is like 3M. It's just mad. You got sort of like like the ribs on there.
Yeah.
And they'll glow up. It's just crazy. But I believe they'll be releasing on the 5th of November again, full size run. So I will be copying those P6000s. I think they'll be around 120, 119.99. So not a bad shout at all. Yeah. Initiator. Again, you'll have to talk me through that, man, because my collection.
It's very like, how can I explain it? It's kind of like between free sneakers like the Vomeros. In fact, let me show you. Let me see if it will come up. Yeah. So this is the Initiator. We are going to go back to the P6000, but it's basically like between a Monarch, a P6000, and a Vomero 5. I kind of feel like it's a great shoe, and for the price, it's £75 at retail in most places here. Now, obviously, depends on the colorway. This is a great colorway, by the way.
Wow,
very good colorway. Yeah, very, very nice. Look at that green, man. There's something about that green. Now, it's not going to be for everyone. These kind of shoes, it's definitely like a Mesh Boy runner, very similar to the New Balance 1906 Rs, 2002 Rs, Vomero 5s, like we've said, Asics, Gelcanos, yada, yada, yada. But for the price, in today's market, the P6000 actually retails for 100 quid. I've always had a debate between the P6000s and the Vomeros, where I've always preferred the Vomeros, even though they're a lot more expensive at retail. But Vomero's always go on sale, no matter what colorway. If you're patient enough, you could probably get a decent price. However, the Initiators and the P6000s are definitely more appealing for what they give you and for the price, like £75 and 100 quid. That's just at retail. Like imagine like getting them on sale for like 40 quid or something. Do you know what I mean? You're laughing.
I'm already looking at that and thinking mustard laces.
Yeah. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's nuts.
Mustard laces.
It's nuts.
Really got the sort of fattish laces on there as well, which is really nice to be fair.
Yeah, or even like a cream lace to match the midsole, or like, you know, it's silly, man. But I don't know, broskies. What are you saying? Are you team Initiator? Are you team P6000s? Let me get those up again.
I think the way I look at the P6000s, and even these Initiators as well, it's just like an everyday shoe, but it's a really nice everyday shoe. It's not one that I'm going to put in my collection and say, wow, look at this. This is XYZ. It's one that I can just wear out, and it's a really good, decent shoe to have on feet. You know, you've probably got great comfort in those shoes. You've got nice colors of, you know, colorways. It's just, yeah, man, it just works. That colorway is really nice as well. Nice and neutral.
Very neutral, yeah.
Of, ivory with grays and what's that, suede gray as well.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Yeah, it's very like a hairy suede. Yeah, it's definitely well made. You know, and like I said, okay, £110. I was £10 off, but yeah, it's like for the price and what you're getting in today's market, bro. Like especially Harry's saying though, if I didn't buy only Air Maxes, I would buy every P6000 colorway. Such a great shoe, and colorways, men's and women. Yeah, 100%. It's the same with the Vomero 5s. Like even the men and women's colorways, you can easily rock on both sides. Obviously, bar one or two, but for the comfort, and that's key with these shoes, both of them, the Initiators and the P6000. It's definitely more the comfort than style. Not to say they're ugly or like, you know, it's just more the comfort. You know, like the dad shoe kind of vibe with a bit more sauce.
A bit more edge. Yeah,
exactly. This colorway though, there's something about this colorway, bro. I can't explain
really
it.
Nice.
Yeah, look at that.
Nice. I love the off-white midsole. You got like sort of mustardy gold thrown in there as well. Racing green. That bro, that is
very nice.
They had this in the P6000, this colorway as well, or the Vomeros even.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a great debate. I mean, there's more shoes we can always sort of like put against each other, and it's only great because if it's from the same brand, especially, and you're a Nike fanboy or fan, you're probably going to get both. But yeah, great shoes all round for the price as well. Keep saying it, but yeah, when do you get a great sort of looking shoe and comfy shoe from Nike for the price? New Balance have been doing it, to be fair to them. 2002 Rs, great shoe, lovely shoe, probably my favorite New Balance shoe. Yeah, let us know in the chat. Also, there was a comment from Patin Pantelis. I think he's Greek. Shout out to you, bro. The shocks are true to size. I believe so. They are true to size. Depends on which one, to be fair. I think most of them are TLs and the R4s. Yeah. So Kill Switch is saying similar silhouettes. Definitely. Yeah. Seamus, Daily Beaters. That's exactly what Hass is saying.
What we say. Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
But Daily Beaters actually look decent as well. You know, it's got a bit of character to it, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. And do you know what? It's not all about hype a lot of the time. If you just want to take these to the gym, put these by the door for a jog, or just pop, you know, to go to Asda or something, it's just one of those things. Yeah, Taryn, shout out to you as well, bro. Thank you for stopping by as always. Yeah, so Kill Switch is saying about obviously the unions. They're like Jordan 1 mids. Can't see me wearing them. When you go to your collection, you're going to pick a 4 or 3 ahead of them. Okay, you talking about these shoes or the unions? But yeah, either way, it's kind of like, if you're talking about these, it's definitely not the shoe you're going to be wearing like to events and stuff. It's more, you know, just a shoe by the door. Spiridon, and the Spiridon, very much the same sort of vibe in it. Yeah.
It's a bit more premium, I think, than the other two. But you know, look, the Nike Initiator. If you like the shoe, you can grab 2 for $150. You know, you can't really complain. You know, grab 2 great colorways for $150. Maybe the neon green and other one with a mustard gold. Bang! Like, you know, we pay $150 for one shoe these days. You can grab 2 nice looking shoes, alternate between them. I think this, if this is a direction that Nike's going in, where they're releasing a cheaper but great looking comfort everyday shoes, then I think it's a great move by Nike, if I'm being honest with you. And they've also told me that they've recognized that there is you know, they're sort of trying to catch up a bit with all these comfort shoes that are coming out now. You know, the likes of New Balance and Asics they've been doing it for years now. But they're charging an arm and a leg now, you know. So, you know, if you're looking at some of the gel KNOs are going for like 175, 180. Maybe Nike have found like a little gap in the market where they can make the shoe and sell it for less. You know, there might be a little gap there to exploit. So good
no,
move.
it's true. It's true. I think Nike are definitely trying to play catch up with shoes like this, like mesh boy runners, they're calling them. It's kind of weird though, because when you think of a mesh runner, you defo steer more towards New Balance and Asics, but 100%. It's just down to what they offer, man. Like, obviously they're going to be more money, but they've been sort of market leading, if you want to say that, with those sort of shoes. So yeah, it's good. I mean, look, even here, $62.99 for a shoe like this. I know we're kind of dragging this on, but bro, we are Turkish, yeah. So we are wise with our money most of the time. But yeah, man. Taran, which shoe are you referring to, bro? What's more comfortable? Are they more comfortable than 95s? 95. But what do you think about 95s? Do you think they're comfortable? Because it doesn't really open that enough.
I don't think they are the most comfortable shoe, if I'm being honest with you. For me, they are more comfortable. Like for me, like the Vomeros are probably way more comfortable than the 95s.
Yeah, definitely.
100% way more. I think the way the toe box on the 95 sort of narrow off, I think, you know, there's an issue there. Not a major issue, because you just, you know, go half a size up and whatever, and you can sort the problem out. But for me, comfort wise, there's definitely a lot more padding inside, like the Vomeros, a lot more sort of comfort. So yeah,
I agree, man. I mean, just sort of talking about James quickly, his comment, he's talking about a shoe that I haven't really been familiar with, the Nike City. Is this the one, bro? These are surplus, but
yeah,
it's very, they look like a good, they're giving me ACG vibes, you know. Very comfortable, it looks like. But yeah, 90 quid for a shoe like this, in terms of like an everyday shoe for like errands, jogging. Obviously, you've got a Waffle outsole.
Bro, these shoes are aimed at like city workers who just want to have a comfortable pair of shoes that don't look too out there, that are, you know, not going to catch anyone's attention, but they're just really comfortable shoes.
Yeah,
that, you know, they could wear underneath a suit or something, maybe change up when they get to work, something to wear when they're on their way back home. I think these work great, and I think again, Nike's trying to exploit that sort of gap in the market, or that area in the market where, you know, they've been losing out to the likes of Asics and New Balance, etc. So yeah, I can't knock these, but they are saying people.
Velvet Brown Jordan 1 lows, very much like that same vibe. No, definitely, man. I mean, especially if you're in a place like London where you're catching the train, you're on your feet for an hour just on your commute alone, like both ways, bro. Yeah, it's a no-brainer to wear comfortable shoes and stuff like this, even if you don't think, or as a sneakerhead or non-sneakerhead, oh, these aren't the most hype, or oh, people aren't going to look at these the same way they look at a Jordan 1 or whatever, bro. Sometimes as you get older, comfort is king. So yeah, big shout on these shoes, bro, the Nike Cities. Lou's saying Sports Direct and ASOS have some Vomeros on sale. Yep, 100%. That's why I've got my Vomero 5s. They're actually in my bedroom. Yeah.
Talking about comfort, what was on feet today for you? Because we didn't go through what was on feet today.
We didn't, bro. We didn't. Yeah, great shout. To be fair, I've not left the house. It's been one of them days where I've just been cleaning the studio, getting my returns ready to send, and just sorting out my room, just cleaning the house as well. But yeah, I've been wearing the Nike Benassi slides. So nothing too fancy, but comfy. And yeah, man, what about you, bro? What you been wearing?
For me, it was the Pro Grid, Saucony Pro Grid collaboration with End Clothing. Those of you who know End,
yeah.
So these are the Nessies. They're called the Nessies, the Loch Ness sort of collaboration, and yeah, these are really, really, like, honestly speaking, one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. The Pro Grids are really known for comfort anyway. But yeah, these are what I had on feet today. You can see the soles there as well. Just really, really nice.
Got that green vibe going on today, bro.
Yeah, bro. This is all about the green vibe today, man. But those of you who know me by now, I am a Nike fanboy, but every now and then I like to switch it up with something different. Definitely Saucony's do it for me. They've got great collaborations as well. As you know, I picked up the J Tips a couple of weeks ago as well.
Yeah.
The Omni 9s. But these, honestly, if you can find a pair of these and you like the colorway and you don't mind the different brand, then these are great. I think they're about 150 as well. So yeah, man. That's what I had on feet today.
Nice. Chat, let us know what you had on feet today as well. Normally we open up with it, but there's no rules, so we've done it near enough halfway through. But yeah, quick question, bro. Quick detour. The Unearths that's right behind you. You sent me a picture in the week of you wearing them, saying, "Bro, these are special. Like, love them." Da da da. Tell us, man. Tell us. Like, I know it's a bit after the drop and everything else. Obviously, I know the answer, but what's your opinions now? Do you like them more that you've got them and had them on foot and stuff like that, or like what were you saying?
Look, in terms of like comfort and how they fit and how they feel, they're just like any other Air Max 95. But the look of them, the aesthetics, it's just so pleasing to the eye. Honestly, like, it's one of those shoes where you can't stop looking at it on your feet. Like, I was lifting up my feet. I went to the cinema, by the way, with my missus, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just looking at my shoes." She's like, "They are nice, to be fair, but yeah, it's one of those ones where you're just like, damn, it's just so gorgeous. Like, it's so."
The thing is, you keep looking on both sides of the shoe as well. It's like, oh, I like the purple, but I like the brown. You know, like, it's so nice.
Where you keep on switching up. Oh, these ones, yeah. Oh, this side. But they've done a great job on it, man. Honestly, it's so pleasing to the eye. It's a great colorway. Again, the story was something that was great as well. What we spoke about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But on feet, when you wear them and you've got the right garms on as well to match it up, guys and girls, like, honestly, amazing.
That's in my my top 10 for sure, man. I mean, a bit of a spoiler alert, and I don't like to talk about things before they happen. You know that famous saying, "Don't count your chickens before your eggs hatch." I should be on a good podcast, a very good a UK podcast later on in the year, towards Christmas. It's a Christmas special, but one of the obviously things is towards the end of the year, you talk about top 10s and stuff like that. That shoe, for me, it might not make majority of people's or like Complex's top 10 or whatever, but bro, even though it's not the most hype, yes, it had a little bit of hype, and towards Air Max fans especially, we love them. That's a special shoe, man. Like, we're gonna look back in years to come, that's gonna be like, wow, why didn't I get another pair, or why didn't I go for them? Like, in general, you know, such a special shoe. Taran saying no, he's referring to 95 or 90, which is the most comfortable Air Max. It's a good question, bro. That is a very good question. Has gone. I'll leave that one with you.
I'm just gonna say it outright. I think the 90s are comfortable.
Okay.
The 95s, I've got to say it. Like, I've said this before, right? The 90s for me just tanks. They are tanks. You know, they're well padded, well cushioned. Obviously, the air technology in the 95s, you know, we've had them for a while. You know, there is comfort there, but for me, the 90s for me just so robust, man. Honestly, so robust. With the 95s, great shoes for me. One of the best, if not the best silhouette out of the Air Max family. personally speaking. But the 90s are just like, you get the cockroaches that survive everything, like nuclear blast and all that. That's what I think of the 90s, man. The 90s just survive everything. They're just great shoes. No matter how much you batter them, they still got some degree of comfort. It's just very well made. I think the heel's slightly thicker as well than what you get on the 95. So there is a lot of comfort there, more so than the 95s. But I mean, that's side by side. But you guys know already what everything looks like.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna kind of be on the other side of that. Like as much as I've probably worn more 90s in my lifetime than 95s, I feel like I can rely on a 95 more for all day comfort to the 90. Like, obviously, it all depends on your feet, your weight, whatever. I've got a bit of more baby weight than I used to, some COVID weight. But do you know what? The 95 is kind of like the all-round shoe, if that makes sense, like as an Air Max head or whatever. And I said before previously, if I could only have one shoe to wear, like for the rest of my life, it would be a 95. I wouldn't have said that a couple of years ago, but I think I've got more 95s in the collection than any other shoe, which is nuts. Considering my favorite shoe in the world is 90s infrared, basically. But yeah, I think in terms of comfort, 95 has a different comfort to the 90. It's more, how can I explain? The 95 is more stiff and supportive, but the 90 has a bit more like a softer comfort to it. I don't know if that makes sense, but they're kind of two different comforts, But yeah, I'd say the 95s in terms of my preference, just because they're more firm and a bit more stiff. I know some people don't like it and it's more snug and stuff. But yeah, long story short, for me, the 95. Man.
Do you like it soft or hard? So
that's it. That's it.
Like that. But I guess for me, the 95s is where like the ribs are, where you sort of lace it up, the lacing system. Sometimes it can be a bit, when you're wearing it all day, on the top of your feet. I just don't get that from the 90s, but I've had it from the 95s, and that's what I really base it off. But yeah, man, the comfort's there for both. It's just like minimal things here and there,
Yeah, it's all preference as well, like how you like your shoes to feel on foot, how your foot shape is, because the 95 and TNs are notoriously known for being like narrow. It's definitely all down to you. Let's just catch up with the chat. We've got Ciao in the building. Is that Italiano? Taran, nice color shoes, unique shoe. As for the I guess the unearthed, I got the Nessies 2 top. Oh yeah. Nice, very nice. Okay, so Killswitch said he had a 95 unearths on today. Lovely. I don't know about you down there, bro. Has it been raining? Because it's been raining like mad up here.
Yeah, it's been spitty down here, and then it just rained for about half an hour, I'd say. But yeah, it's been like a wet day sort of thing. So I actually went out with my Nessies today where it was just a bit foggy, and I thought, rain must have cleared us, and then it started coming down a bit, and I was like,
yeah. Just got to spray them, man, when you can. James said he had the Omni 9s on, the grey pair. Very nice.
James, how comfortable are the Omni 9s? Let us know. Great comfort, man. Honestly, a bit like the Pro Grids as well. The Omni 9s are on point as well.
Yeah, Taran is going mad in the comments. Big love, bro. You've got the Hyper Turquoise 95, so I can't afford just yet. Do you know what? Out of all the shoes in terms of GRs, that's top 5 in my collection, man. I love that colorway.
Great colorway.
Yeah. Okay, so Lou's saying I had the Air Max 97 rough green iron stone. It's still for 50 quid. Wow. Great, man. Great bargain as well. Les, Air Max 90 SE, Sail and University red and black. Great colorway. Very nice. Great shout. Les is also saying 90s are more comfortable, nailed on. Okay. All right. Yeah. James, I know what you're saying. So the 90s are more comfy if you're going about all day. Yeah. Thing is though, I'd actually say that's true, to be fair. Because the 95, bro, I had this the other day. My feet were swelling up and my toes were like, bro, maybe you could have went half a size up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, well, on a normal day, perfect fit, nice and snug, comfy. But when heat's up, bro, them toes are just screaming.
Bro, put it this way, right? I'll give it to you this way. If you had to pick a silhouette between 90 and 95 to go out running with, which one would you pick?
Running? Ooh. Do you know what though? It's same again. I'd say 95s again, bro, because I have not flat feet, but my arch is low, and I feel like the 95 has a bit more support in that sense. But they're heavier. That's the thing. So it's kind of like double-edged sword. You want a bit more support, but more heavy. The 90s aren't as supportive, but they're lighter. So that adds to the comfort as well, being a lighter shoe, you know, less fatigue and stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing you're with the 90s as well, bro.
Well, should we say 90s for long distance and 95s for short distance?
Yeah. And I did. You know, it's funny, yeah, because I did a short video a while ago saying about the top most worn sneakers worn by criminals, yeah, in the UK, and it came up the Air Max 95, which is nuts. Yeah, this was obviously dated way back when.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, and it's like, I get it now. Like, they're robust, they'll hold up, and yeah, it's funny, man. It is funny. Harry's got a great point, which I definitely agree. Some 95s fit better than other colorways from one another, which is true. Like, some people have been saying the unearthed fit a bit tighter than a regular 95. I do get what you mean, because it all depends on the cut and the materials.
It depends on the material. So, you know, I have this feeling that the A Ma Manieres are going to be a little bit more of a snug fit, but I don't know, maybe it's just because of the type of materials they'll be using.
Yeah.
But again, that will fluctuate, because remember what they said about some may be different because of the cut of the leather. So
that's it. So that's why I went true to size with the A Ma Maniere release, but I've also entered some raffles for half a size up just in case.
Yeah.
I know I can't send them back to A Ma Maniere, but you know, I could always like just test the waters and see how they're fitting. Mike's saying the 95 is more like a trail shoe. Yeah, I get that. You can wear that definitely different terrain and stuff. Trance, hope you guys are having a good one. My Wi-Fi is poor. On holiday, have a good one. Where are you, bro? Because yeah, we're stuck in the UK at the minute. Enjoy your holiday either way, bro. Get a nice tan and enjoy. James, mate, I'll be picking more Sauconys up. I can't believe how well the fit is. Yeah, how is the fit? Do you go true to size compared to like Nikes?
Yeah, true to size, 100%. And I've got to say this: the materials that Saucony use on their shoes, bro, it's like they're using premium materials for every shoe they make.
Yeah,
it's just so well made. Like, there is no cheap cuts on there. I've not had any glue stains or any, you know, off parts of the shoe or anything like that, which make me think, oh, that doesn't look right. Everything's just on point all the time. They put a lot of time and effort into making the shoe. You know, and for what you're paying, you're getting really good shoes. So, you know, they're not cheap shoes by any stretch of the imagination. You know, the Nessies were, I think, 150. I think the J-Tips collaboration were, I think, 165. So, you know, they're not cheap shoes, but they're really well made. And sometimes, you know, we all know with Nike, the QC issues and stuff, it makes you think. But I suppose that's to be expected, because obviously Nike produce more trainers. There's more scope for errors and things going wrong. So, you know,
it's the sort of, like I said, double-edged sword. Like, you got more popular shoes, so they have to make more, but more mistakes are going to be made and stuff like that. So yeah. Victor, shout out from Houston, Texas. Big up, man. Big up. Big love from the UK. James, 90s for jogging, 95s dashing from the police. I think, yeah, that sounds about right. He sounds like he's speaking from experience, by the way. I'm just saying that, James, bro. So he's spoken like a true professional. Kill switch. Once the unearthed break in, they're really nice. Was tight at first, but broke in after 3 wears. Ah, okay. It's nice to know. To be fair, I've not worn mine yet, just because. Yeah, I've been wearing 95s, like the reverse neons. I've been wearing quite a lot. Obviously the essentials, triple black, you can't go wrong, whatever weather. And hyper turquoise have been getting quite a bit of wear as well, but I'm scared, man, because they're light and they look too good to be getting dirty. Yeah, so yeah, great comments there. Great comments. Hasbro, what are we saying? What's up next, man? Because you had a great list that you sent me.
Yeah. I mean, look, I just wanted to talk about the new Nike Shox ride, because the Nike Shox have been getting a lot of limelight this year as well. And the Ride 2 is out, I think, in light British tan colorway. Bro, these look great. If you can get a picture up for us, we can show everyone what they look like. I think these are dropping soon. So Nike Shox Ride 2.
Is it this colorway? Let's have a look. Is it this colorway?
No. It's like a brown. Let me find it for you. I think it was on Hype Beasts.
Oh, light British tan, yeah.
Yeah, light British.
I like this silhouette, you know. I like the shape of it. Yeah, is it this one, yeah?
Yeah, you've got it there. Yeah, that's it. That's the one.
Yeah. Let's go British.
Bro, it's almost like is it debossed, or it's just
it's a weird one. I can't explain it, but it looks kind of like the Scarabs without being a Scarab, like the TN. You know what I mean? Like a
not shiny. It's more sort of matte, debossed. It looks crazy. Like it. Yeah, for me, I think these look great. What they've done with it, it's like almost like a football boot, but with Shox.
Yeah, I can see that. I like the air unit at the front, the 4 foot.
Yeah.
It looks okay. So comparing it to, say, the other Shox, like the R4s, it looks more leaner, it looks more slimline, and it looks more, like, how can I say it, more wearable, if that makes sense.
Refined.
Yeah, it looks really good. Although
what they've tried to do is make it look more elegant and smart.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I like the overlays a lot, though. I do.
I don't know what this is the first time I've seen the tongue, by the way. I don't know what's going on with the tongue. There's like a circle on the tongue.
So my guess is it's going to have the Shox logo in there, I think. But even at the back, it doesn't have anything in there yet.
I never thought you can sort of match up Shox with sort of smart wear, if you know what I mean. But I'm looking at this and thinking, you probably
kind of changes your mind. Yeah, I mean, it does look good. I think other colorways, though, are probably my cup of tea. Like maybe an all black. Do you know what I mean? Like something like this. Is this? That's a Supreme. To be fair, that's a Supreme. Oh, that does look good, though. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Supreme and like Nike shoes. I feel like they can be a bit gimmicky, but something like this definitely, do you know what I mean, tickles the pickle, man. Very nice. So it's got the Shox logos in here.
I'm not a big fan of the Supreme on the actual Shox on there.
Okay.
I think
bit too much.
It's a bit too much.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, I mean, an all black colorway or something like this, like very neutral. Imagine those with shorts. Do you know what I mean? Like that would work. That would definitely work. Yeah, man. I think the Shox definitely are getting more love than we're used to. But it's great because people who are actually a fan, they've got more variety to choose from now. Like the TLs had it last year, some fire colorways, even though sizing was a bit hard to get with bigger sizes. The R4s, the OG colorways, like we've seen here, they're coming back out. Do you know what I mean? This is a great OG colorway.
Look at that.
Yeah, man, with some cargos or amazing stuff. And we're finally getting bigger sizes.
Have these dropped on size already?
Yeah, they got up to.
Oh, wow,
10.
I might have to look into that, you know.
Yeah, man, such a nice colorway, man. Honestly. But yeah, Shox. Let us know, chat. Are you a shocks person, or have you got a pair of shocks, or like what shocks do you have? Before we move on quickly though, we do have some comments. Lou, I'm not a Jordan 1 fan, but the method of make collection is really uncomfortable. The leather is premium compared to normal Jordan 1s. Yeah, I think more like different colorways have different comfort to them, which can be misleading no matter what the sort of silhouette is. James, wish I had them shocks for school back in the day. Yeah, you see, imagine that, bro. Like you're laughing. It looks like it will come with a hefty price tag for the shocks. How much are they retailing? Do you know, bro? Let's see if it comes up.
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna go with like 165.
Yeah, at least 150, 160. Yeah, it's not saying anything at the minute. Okay, yeah, so expect to pay around 150, which isn't too bad.
150, there you go.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but I mean, yeah, you know what you're getting with the shocks, you know. Right, so if that swoosh was in a mustard colorway, it would be nice. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that pop a little bit more.
Maybe shocks. Like the light brown, or
a bit, yeah, like the sock liner. That'll look cool. It looks like the colorway though does wear away. I don't know if I'm seeing things, or can you see that?
You think there's another color underneath?
Yeah, you know what they did with a cold wool?
Yeah, they don't do it with sort of. They don't do it with. A lot of the time, they don't do it with non-sports shoes. If you know what I mean, like they do it with SBs because obviously they're skateboard.
Yeah,
I can see the RMs going that way as well. Where you sort of have another layer underneath the more you sort of wear it.
But you had it with the TNs though, remember? The cold wool TNs, it was like the black pair had the blue underneath, which was nice. But yeah, who knows, man? Either way, it looks like pre-worn, which is kind of the vibe they're going for.
Yeah.
Taran shocks are back now, 100%. Trance, good question. What shoe do you want for Christmas? Well, if you're buying, I've got a list, bro. I've got a list. Sean Wotherspoon, please, size 9. No, I'm messing. I don't know. Like, I feel like a bit like you, Has, bro. Whatever shoe you really want, you end up getting. You know, even if you have to go the resale route and pay a little bit over the odds, if you really want them, I feel like you can get them.
Look, Christmas is the perfect time because we use Christmas as an excuse, don't we? So
yeah. Oh, let me just treat myself for the end of the year. And
Christmas. Let me just get it. Even though I've treated myself like 15 times already this year.
Once a month. Yeah, honestly. But to be fair, that's what I did 2 years ago with the 90 bacons. I was like, I saw the price. They were like retail spot on resale. And I was like, do you know what? It was Christmas and I was like, yeah, it's got that Christmas look to them as well, to an extent. So why not? But yeah, in terms of shoes, if I get, I'm going to get the A Ma Manieres. If I can get the 95 stash before the end of the year, that would be great as well. So yeah, I can't really think of any other sneakers, to be fair. Has, what about you? Any reachbacks?
Yeah, probably. I'm leaning towards one of two pairs, to be fair. So I am at the moment, I was really close to putting the trigger on What the Pools, like SB Dunks.
Yeah.
It was the Paul Rodriguez pair. It's quite wild. It's out there, but it's a great pair of SBs. And other ones I'm looking at are the De La Souls, the green pair, not the white ones. The Nike SB Dunk De La Soul. One of those two, if I can end the year with that'd be great. Actually, tell a lie, there's 3. I'm also looking to pull the trigger on, which is the Orange Lobsters. So,
mad.
All sort of within the same sort of price band. So it's going to be one of them. Look, I might even do a poll or something. For me.
Yeah, man. Follow Hass on his Instagram to get involved. Do you know what? Think about it now. The chlorophylls, bro. They're still in the back of my mind. And the fact you sent me, Hass, this guy, yeah, he doesn't give up. He sent me a link to an eBay listing, which was like £200 or best offer. Or best offer. So there's a bit of wiggle room. I'll be honest, I'm waiting for a 20% or a 10% off to think maybe 180 if I can, a cheeky 180 or something, 170.
Bro, I'll send you the 20 quid, bro. Just buy the shoes. Come on.
But there's too much coming out at the minute, man. There's too much coming out. Do you know what I mean? For a shoe, I don't think I'd wear until next year. I've got my eye on them though. Don't get me wrong. So yeah, the chlorophylls are definitely still in the pipeline eventually. The R4s are too much like high heels. Can't unsee it in my head. Yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. But they're very comfortable, man. It's a weird one. Harry Nelson, Broski is saying, remember seeing people wear them a lot back in primary school.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a Shocks fan. And I meant hefty because the colorway makes it look extra premium. Yeah. I know what you mean. It looks like a shoe. If what Hass was saying as well, like it's like a shoe, you know, like premium shoe. Yeah, man. I think the Shocks and TNs back in school, if you had those, your family had money, bro. Like they were minted. Yeah, Trance is saying I ain't no Santa. Yeah, comment in the chat, broskies. What's the shoe on the hit list? Whether you're going to treat yourself for Christmas or whatever else, or maybe Black Friday. You know, they might have some sales on. Kill switch. Yeah, man. Depends what eBay discount get thrown around again. Yeah, exactly. Ain't we all working? Yeah. Okay. 95 Toronto. That's a shout, you know.
They're coming. So I'm waiting to, when I go to Miami, hopefully 30th of December, I'm going to go to a few of the Nike outlets. I've already scoped it out on the map anyway. And I spoke to someone who said there are quite a few pairs sitting at the moment. So I'm just going to grab a pair from the States, bring them back. I'll probably bring them back in the box as well.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people sort of wrap them in cling film, chuck the box away, but we don't do that.
You might have to just fold the box down or something.
Yeah, I'll have to put it on the plane or something in my bag or whatever. But yeah, Toronto's are coming hopefully end of the year, January. So I'll wait out for those ones.
Yeah. I think I could be wrong. Obviously, I've not been to America before, but I think on the retail price, you can claim the tax back because obviously you're from the UK or something, isn't it?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can claim the tax back on it all.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Don't live out there, so you don't need to pay the duty.
Yeah, that's right. Kill switch. Can we get our orders in Hass?
Kill switch, message me, man. You're on my Insta anyway. If you need something, I'll sort you out, bro.
Shout out Kill switch, bro. He's too funny, bro. Honestly. You know what? I wanted to ask you Hass, in the chat. I had a comment on the Unearthed. Yeah, when I did the review and the unboxing, both videos, people kept saying, not a few, but a couple people said the Toronto is the best Air Max of the year, especially comparing it to the Unearthed and other Air Maxes. And I'm like, obviously I've not had them in hand, so I can't comment, but I don't know if I can. I don't know. There's something about the Torontos. It's a bit too GR-ish compared to the Unearthed, if that makes sense. Where do you stand on that, bro? Toronto's, Unearthed, or something else in terms of Air Max of the year?
For me, it's I have to see them in hand, obviously, but obviously because I've got the Unearthed in hand at the moment, they edge it for me over the Torontos. But having said that, I think where the Torontos have a more sort of basic colorway, basic colors used, but they've got sort of more small details here and there, if you know what I mean. So they've got, I'm pretty sure the tongue has tearaway straps or the
Velcro, innit?
Velcro that you can actually pop on the tongues and stuff. It's got cool little details, east and west. So there are a lot of details on those shoes, and anyone who's from who's from Toronto or Canada, absolutely, would appreciate the pair. But yeah, for me, I'll have to see it in hand and see what it looks like. But from what I saw on the pictures and stuff, they look great. So, but Unearthed though, for me, damn, man, it's just hot. I just want to grab one now and just
keep looking at it. I know. Do you know what as well? It's like I feel like even if you're not an Air Max guy or an Air Max 95 guy, that shoe catches your eye, the Unearthed. and the fact that most of the comments say, can't believe they're not out in the US, like, you know, when do they drop in the US and all this stuff, whereas the Torontos have been sitting, as far as I know, in the US and even in Toronto, in Canada. So yeah, man, obviously it's all subjective when it comes to the best shoe of the year, top 10 of the year and whatever. But yeah, I think for me, if I wanted the Torontos, the resale prices aren't that bad, but it's not a shoe I don't think I can pay resale price for, you know, kind of thing. But with the Unearthed, I could pay that money. Like, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean Go's got a review. What is that on Toronto's Kill Switch?
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen the thumbnail. I haven't watched his video. Yeah, I think because he's from Canada, isn't he? So yeah, for him to review a 95 is strange. So yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, man. I think the going back to these though, obviously the shocks. I think the shocks are having a moment. And it's great to see. I just think I need to see more like things like collabs with the shocks and more like different colorways. Like we've had the retros, we've had the OG colorways, the all blacks, the all whites, you know, the silver. But for me to have like, I think, well, for them to have like a really cemented moment, I think they need to have a collaboration or like things like the Supremes and all that sort of stuff. It would be cool, man. It would be cool. But yeah, what's next up, bro, in terms of shoes that you've been eyeing up?
Yeah, so one of my all-time favorite skateboarders, Yuta Horigome, is releasing a new pair of SB Dunks next year, and these ones are the asparagus variation to the ones that he released early in the year. Bro, this colorway is so much better than the original, which was grey, I believe, grey and pink. But these ones are great. I don't know if you can get a picture up of Yuto SB Dunk. But yeah, we can't have a show without talking about SB Dunks, you know.
Yeah. The asparagus, yeah.
That's the one. Here we go. There we go.
1 second.
It's all about the greens again. I mean,
Haas has been having a lot of spinach and asparagus lately, bro. He's loving the greens. It's that time of year, though, isn't it? It's that time of year.
Out here, isn't it?
Yeah, man. I'm telling you.
But yeah, these are set to release next year. I think they're going to release early next year as well. It's another skateboard superstar that Nike have collaborated with. It's extremely successful, gold medalists, Olympics. And yeah, man, they had to do a second edition for him. I don't know if anyone's seen the first edition of the Utos, which for me, great pair. But these ones just look so, I don't know what it is. It's so eye-catching, the green, like, even like the toe box looks premium. Even like the heel tab there, you can see like you've got a nice hit of suede on the top. And then you almost got like a green lobster vibe going on, that effect, speckly effect. Bro, these are just,
I love the browns with the contrast though, man. That's very nice.
Yeah, the materials look great. I hope this isn't just a mock-up and that this will be the actual pair. But for me, the overlays on there look amazing.
Yeah. No, it is, man.
The undersole as well, like green color. Oh man,
and that's speckled too, which is very nice. I love a speckled outsole. It sounds a bit irrelevant because you never see it, but still, it's there. You know, it's nice.
Yeah, we love it. We love a bit of spec in there.
Yeah, man. So Harry's saying, I don't want to. Oh my god, can you imagine an OG neon 95 colorway on a shocks? That is just, that is crazy, man. That is crazy. All right, we're gonna move on to a shoe that we've actually seen Kanye West wearing allegedly. It's the Air Max TL 2.5. Now this shoe's obviously making its comeback. You know, we've seen the comic, the Garçon, they're sort of like collabs over the years and stuff. It's kind of like the Air Max that we don't really talk about, you know, like it's very similar to the 98s. It's there, but it's not there when we need it, so we don't really talk about it. But It looks like it's having its time again. It's making its comeback, very reminiscent to, like I said, the 95, the 97, 98s as well. And we've seen, allegedly, Kanye West wearing them. So, yeah, they must be doing something right. What's the vibes on these? Your kind of thing?
You know what? I think they're gearing these up to have a big year next year. The fact that a lot was made of Kanye having them on feet, and now we're getting loads of different pictures, different colorways coming out. I think this the 2.5 is going to be the next big thing next year. For me, it's not my favorite silhouette, but with the right color combination, I can dig it. I can dig it. Like these ones here, I think these are the Comme des Garçons, right?
Yeah.
These are really nice. Just your basic black and white with like neutral grey. I like it. I like it a lot. But
oh no, sorry, these are just the all black ones. Sorry.
All black. Yeah, really nice. Really, really nice. But yeah, in terms of like, you know, am I excited for these as a silhouette? Not really. But if they come up with some interesting colorways or maybe a collaboration, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, man. I think it's like I've said before, like it's always, especially when you're retro in a shoe, it's always down to the colorway or the collaboration to like get people interested again. Yeah, man. It's clean. It's clean. It definitely will take some like marketing behind it to get people interested again, simply because we've seen how the 97s have gone. The silver bullets were sitting quite a lot. They were going on sale. Yeah, it's one of them things. And bro, these share the same air unit, it looks like, with the 97s. So you're not buying these for comfort. Let me just say that. You're definitely not buying these for comfort. But yeah, very cool shoe, like very unique looking to an extent. I know it does share the same DNA, like I said, the 97s and everything else. But it does stand out if you look hard enough. So yeah, it definitely will take the right colorway.
It's almost like a mixture of like the 97 and a tailwind, if you know what I mean. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, like just getting those vibes. But you know, it's not bad shoes, but I can see these being on ASOS quite a lot. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I can probably give you a picture of where these are going. So, yeah, not bad. I just want to see what they're going to do with the colorways on this, if they're going to have any collaborations. But I think they're gearing up to have a big year next year. But they're just like a bit too bulky on feet for me. I don't know.
Yeah. Even Kill Switch is saying brick feel on feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But yeah, definitely not one that I'm sort of hyped about. The one that I did want to look at was the Airship and Awake collaboration, but the royal color, game royal color. Now I've got, let me see if I can grab it in hand. So we've got the Airships, which are these ones here. So this was the red ones released. I can't remember now. I think earlier on in the year, really early in the year, these were released. So this is the Airship red colorway. I can't remember the actual, the exact color spec of it, but yeah, these are the New York Awake collaboration. Got the silver swoosh on either side with the red underlay, and then you've got sort of like red snake skin around the ankle area. And I believe these were the very first collaboration or very first shoes not to have Jordan written on the wings. So these that actually says NY Awake on there. So yeah, these, unless anyone wants to correct me, I think these were the first pair of Airships to not have Jordan on the wings. So yeah, they've got New York Awake on the back as well.
What's the sizing like on those? Is it like a Jordan 1 or?
Yeah, it's pretty much like a Jordan 1. Really comfortable, to be honest. I would say same comfort level as a Jordan 1, just a little bit wider maybe. If I was to compare these to like Air Maxes, in terms of comfort and everything else. We spoke about the Air Max 90 and 95. This would probably be like the 90, and the Air Jordan 1, the Jordan 1 high would be the 95. So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, really nice. And so they're releasing the blue Game Royals of these, which look absolutely amazing in my opinion. I don't know if you can bring up the picture, but the blue Game Royals look amazing. Look at that with the blue underlays. Wow. Yeah. So I'm going to definitely be going for these on the 2nd if they come out here, just to complete the pack, or keep up with the pack. I'm not sure if they're going to release any other colorways, but airships for me are really underrated. Not a lot of people know. Those in the sneaker world would probably know. Obviously, these were the first Jordan silhouettes that Michael Jordan wore, which was the airship.
The one before the ones.
Yeah, they changed it up for him so that he had more stability with the next version of shoes that he had on. But airships were the first ones that he wore. So, yeah, really compare.
Yeah, he wore the bread ships, which was notoriously banned, which everyone thought that it was the Jordan 1, which added to the marketing, which was great. I've made that mistake before because obviously I'm not the biggest Jordan guy, or wasn't. So the ships are definitely the forgotten first child, if that kind of makes sense. Like, when you first come on the scene, everyone's raving about you, trying to come around to see you and everything. By the time that 7th kid comes along, who's that? Like, did we have him? No, did we have her? But yeah, the ships, airships, very nice shoe. I think for me, I'm not really too much of a high silhouette guy, but the ships definitely are interesting. I feel like the colorways and the collabs have been very tempting, like the A Ma Manieres, really like those, and even the Awakes as well, like the first pair, the red ones. It's kind of like if you're a one high guy, or if you're a high wearing sneaker head in general, you're definitely going to steer to these. It's just the quality, bro. The quality looks really, really good.
Quality, I can confirm the quality is amazing. The leathers on the shoe, even down to the stitching of the A on the mudguard, absolutely top notch shoes. Honestly, can't go wrong.
Very nice. We've got a comment from Trance though. He says, "Do you like the 180 retros? The Concord sat big time. I love that shoe as a kid." Yes, I am a fan of the 180s. I've done a recent review to them. The Cactus, what are they? Dusty Cactus. Great shoe. It's just you need to get used to them. If you're used to a 95, 91, or whatever, like the comfort is there, but it's a weird kind of comfort just because of how the air unit is 180 degrees. It's encapsulated very differently to your average Air Max. And it's definitely a Marmite shoe on foot. Like, they look amazing. Great colorways, great shoe. The way it sits with your baggy trousers or whatever you're wearing, it's just the comfort does take a bit of getting used to. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the 180s, bro?
Yeah, was it Ultramarines?
Yeah,
they released first. That was probably my favorite colorway. But it definitely goes into that bracket of hasn't had much love. Definitely needs to be out there a little bit more. And we've seen them on sale as well at the moment, so you can pick up a steal for the 180s. Yeah, I like it. I like the fact that they retro them again. For me, it's like the AirTech Challenge 2 Hot Lavas. The fact that they retro those was a big thing for me. So yeah, man. I got love for the 180s, and definitely there is sort of in the heel area with the air unit and everything else, you can sort of, to get used to it takes a bit of time, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely have to wear them in. Yeah. Well, I'm going to pose a question to Hass in the chat. Was that one shoe where it could be a specific colorway or just a shoe in general, like a silhouette? What's that one shoe that the chosen brands that you wish they bring back? I'm going to go ahead and say the BW. Now, I know it had like a short stint on its anniversary, most recently, a couple of years ago. And then that was it. We had about a handful of colorways and it just disappeared. There was a lot of marketing behind the Persian Violets, but the BWs was my first Air Max as a kid. So I feel like Nike should definitely bring that shoe back. Yeah, let me know in the chat, Has, what's that first shoe, colorway or shoe in general comes to mind when I ask that question?
Bro, it's got to be, you know, it comes down to my childhood at the end of the day, which was the Huaraches, my first love.
Air Trainer ones, yeah?
Yeah, the Air Trainer ones with the ankle support. And then you had the transparent casing over the laces as well. That for me, if they retroed that or brought it out again, I'll be all over it. Wow, that's just, see this. I look at the shoe and it reminds me of my school days in the playground. When you had these shoes on, you felt invincible. You felt like, honestly, you felt like you was invincible and you were the man. Honestly, when you had these on, just incredible pair of shoes, man. Honestly, a lot of people look at the Huaraches at the moment in its current state, but these for me were just original, like, yeah, just great shoes. Great shoes.
Yeah, not to make it all about the UK, but this was definitely the shoe. I feel like, bar the Air Maxes, bar like, you know, your TNs, Air Max 95s and so, this was the shoe that kind of gathered a sneaker community in the country. Like, you know, the non-conventional way, I'd say, like, obviously the Reeboks always had a moment and, you know, Air Forces and everything else. But this was kind of like the shoe that was like, you had to have. Do you know what I mean? Like, you had to have a certain colorway, or at least like 2 or 3 colorways to this shoe. The strap had to be strapped up or loose, flapping away. And the lace swaps were there as well. Like, I even lace swapped my pair to like pink, bro. Like, I had like I can't remember the colorway. It's very similar to this though. I put pink laces in. Didn't need to do them up because the strap did its job. Yeah, man, these are definitely due a comeback. And Cortez, Clint, bro, bring your pair out because the streets are waiting. Yeah, we've been starving for this shoe. And if they've got that collab coming very soon, it's going to go mad.
Bro, these, like, there's not many shoes that sort of make my heart beat, skip a beat. Yeah. But these, when I used to see that sort of mesh cover over the laces, it just used to make me feel all different, man. It used to make me feel all fuzzy inside when I used to see them. I was like, those are the ones, man. And we used to, I don't know if you remember, but these were in the catalogs, the old catalogs.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, oh my God, I can't afford these, man. How am I going to get my hands on them? But yeah, I remember when I did eventually get a first pair, man, it was just, when a shoe makes you feel a certain way, and when you have that connection, it's an amazing feeling, you know. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just a great shoe, one that brings back a lot of memories. And yeah, man, if a shoe does that for you, then brilliant, you know. But these are definitely ones from back in the day.
It's very rare to get like that. Obviously, we have nostalgia for certain things and shoes and stuff, but there's always that one shoe that sticks out to the point where it was either the first or that the one you loved the most growing up, or maybe the one you bought first. You like your own money from pocket money or just working and stuff. My story with this shoe is very popular when I'd say I was in year 8, so I must have been about 14. I just remember going around Wood Green, which is North London for everyone else, with my sister. She's going every shop. Have you got this color? Have you got this color? But we went to at least 5 different JDs all over London trying to get a certain colorway, and we got it. And yeah, man, it's the story behind the shoe when you're growing up or collecting. And yeah, it's mad. It's mad. So yeah, definitely a great shout, bro, because this is a shoe near and dear to my heart. Harry's saying all white Air Forces with the chrome strip around the swoosh. My art teacher had the black pair. Okay.
Nice.
He also said, so no nonsense saying Huarache highs with straps, 2000s, navy and yellow or gray and black. Yeah, man. There was just certain colorways that everyone had though. Like you'd look at your mates, you all had the same colorways. You know what I mean? And it wasn't even a thing. Like no one cared. You wanted the same colorway to fit in. Like it was one of those shoes. You know. Yeah. Okay. Big up Les. He's saying. Because every penny counts when collecting, JD give 10% off your order in store with free delivery. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So you have to, I guess, order to pick up in the store. Trans Silver Vandals. I don't think I've heard of those, bro. Let me have a look. Vandals. Ah, wow. Okay. What are you saying, Hass? These are different. Wow.
Right. Can I just say, someone who comes to my workplace, my calf, bought one of these along with another pair of shoes on Vinted, all authenticated. And I think she got it priced up something like £700 or something. How much are they here?
So these are the Supreme ones. They're going for, I don't know, average price 9.5 is 224, or UK 10s 497.
Yeah, so she managed to actually, sorry, tell a lie. She got another one of Vinted, but she got this from a thrift store, and she haggled with them, got it for a decent price for about 150 or something, and then. Because she obviously knows, you know, my sneaker background and stuff, she came into my shop a few weeks ago and said, I've got these, by the way. And I thought, are you sure? And she was like, yeah. The guy just wanted to get rid of them. I thought, oh. So we checked it up online and it was about 750. I can't remember what the size was, but it was about 750 in that size, in good condition. Yeah. And I thought, whoa, you got still like £150. So yeah, it's quite weird that, you know, you brought this up because yeah, these are really, really rare at the moment.
Yeah, they look mad.
I mean, I think even StockX don't have much stock of them.
Nah, they don't have a UK 9 or a UK 10.5. They've only got a couple sizes. So yeah, I've never heard of them, bro. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I have, but definitely something different. Giving me like old school Jordan 1 vibes with Air Mags. I don't know why that's coming to my head. I think it's the strap and the high vibe to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. I mean, definitely something that's unique at the end of the day. Very cool. Very cool. So No Nonsense is saying the Foot Locker special Huaraches, you just had to be there. Early 2000s London Youth Classic, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Mike saying, yeah, Vandals are a classic. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Yeah, great shout. What's your thoughts on these the Hot Step? I know, yeah, the Hot Step 2s, we had the first version. You know my story behind those, but what were you saying, Hass? Nah, you're not feeling them.
I don't look, for me, the whole Drake collaboration with the Noctas and stuff, it's just not doing it for me. Again, it doesn't mean much to me. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind Drake, but I just don't like the whole collaboration. I don't think it's anything special to look at. Yeah, it's just lazy, if you know what I mean. The whole shoe just a bit lazy aesthetically. It's nothing that's sort of groundbreaking. Yeah, I don't know. It's a strange one. It's a strange one with Drake. You know, they tried to ride the whole success of, you know, Drake and stuff like that with the Noctas, but for me, it's not doing anything, to be honest. What about you?
Kill switch, bro. K-Swiss and Drake. Yeah, you know what? When someone said that about the OG pair, you can't unsee it, man. I really am a fan of Drake. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm not. Like, probably my favorite artist ever in terms of like rap and stuff. It's like the whole Central Cee conversation we had earlier, you know, like you'd really buy into things that they're selling or promoting or collaborating with, but bro, nah, You know that I love Drake like to bits. Obviously, he's never gonna know who I am, but I tried the first pair, the first OG Hot Steps. My pinky toes have not been the same, and that was that was like 2-3 years ago. So, you know, as much as they've probably improved it and made it look a little bit better, I guess you could say, you could argue. I'd say this is probably the best looking one. This eggplant, just because it's a bit more unique, maybe, you know, something different, you know, a bit more head turny.
I like that, to be fair, like the yellow soles underneath, you know, works nice with the eggplant. But again, it's not sort of enough for me to say, yeah, I really want those. You know, I'd have the eggplant foam posits over that any day of the week.
Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what? Killswitch also said, bro, for the retail price on these, there's so much you can spend, like so much better things to spend your money on. I believe these retail for what, 180, something crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something stupid. But yeah, again, all the Nocta products, t-shirts, hoodies and everything, they're really expensive, you know, because obviously they're trying to, you know, Drake's trying to create that brand for himself, the Nocta brand. You know, I don't think, look, no one's ever going to be as big as Jordan when it comes to branding. You know, as someone who can have an offshoot from Nike as a brand with the Jordan brand, no one's ever going to do that ever again. I don't believe they will.
No.
But yeah, it's nothing special for me. I wouldn't pay 180 for those, you know.
Yeah, no, that is definitely.
I'd rather buy a pair of MX 95s for 175 or whatever it is than a pair of these.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, at least with the 95, you know what you're getting. Yeah, some people swear by these, but I mean, I don't know. For me, innit, it's just not a shoe I can get with in terms of how I dress and stuff. I don't wear, like, I wear baggy stuff, but these would probably go better. A bit like the foams, they'd probably go better with really baggy trousers or like over the top baggy. Yeah, not for me, man. Not for me.
I'll tell you what we might like though, is the Jordan 3 Black Cat, the upcoming Jordan 3 Black Cat.
Yes, I think we mentioned it very briefly last week, didn't we?
Very briefly, but we do have pictures now.
Yeah, we got more pictures with weird laces, with very weird laces. It looks like. Let's go on Hypebeast. Yeah, there's always a catch in it. There's always a catch with a pair of shoes. Like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. The more I see them, the more I'm like, they could have done it so much better, man. Like the paint and leather, it's just, was it needed, bro? Like, do you know what I mean? The shiny midsole, bro. Like, it looks like, you know, when your metal fence is rusting, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna sand it down, I'm not gonna lacquer it, I'm just gonna spray paint it or just paint it with whatever. Do you know what I mean? It just looks like it's just there for the sake of it. Yeah, I don't know. The laces as well, the Cat Slater special laces. Do you know what I mean? Look at what the bro. That's what you're saying.
I don't know whether this is a mock-up or it's actual photos.
I think it is, because I've seen it on a few sources now. Like,
see, I like the heel, back, the heel tab. I think the heel tab looks great with the elephant print and the greys and the black Jumpman logo. That looks amazing. I don't even mind, to be honest with you. I don't even mind the shiny midsole. Honestly, I don't. It's but the laces.
Chrome, for me, you liking that chrome?
Yeah, the chromes. To be fair, the chrome I probably wouldn't have there, but the laces. Again, I'm not too bothered by the laces, because those laces will be coming straight out. Standard black laces in there for me, to be honest with you,
brother. Honestly, what were they thinking? I love the elephant print though. If there's one thing I love about this shoe, is the elephant print. There's something about that elephant print.
Great.
Yeah.
But the laces, I definitely wouldn't have that. I don't like the stitching on the mudguard.
Oh yeah, okay. I get you.
I don't like the stitching. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't look right to me.
It just looks like a fake shoe, bro. Like, you know, when the reps are like, they're trying to overdo the QC or like make it look too sharp.
I don't know if it's me, but that white lace, it's almost like white stitching coming across, coming down, sort of gives me like Fila vibes. I don't know.
Oh my days, yeah, bro. Yeah, with the strap, the highs, where they had like a strap going over the top that everyone had. Yeah,
I'm getting that Fila vibes, man. I don't know.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, I don't even know the name of the shoe, bro. I remember having a pair, man. Do you remember the name though? Or was it a Fila High?
On a real, I can't remember the name, but you already know what I'm talking about.
It was these ones. Let me get the black picture up, the black version. Yes. But they got them on Amazon.
There you go, man. There you go.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
It's
same shape, isn't it?
Same shape. It's almost like they just obviously jazzed it up a bit, and
yeah, that is mad. Nah, I think you can't see that, man. Once you've seen that, no. So you look at that, broskies. Yeah, check that, and then you go to these. Oh, wait, hold on. So you go from that. Wrong one. To that. Yeah, it's mad. It is mad. You can't see it, and it's got the chrome. That's what makes it mad.
Yeah.
It's got a little
it's
chrome.
almost like it's the Fila, but with all the whistles and bells.
Yeah. Exactly. So Kill Switch is saying they look like a collab with that Diddy club, but was it Berghain in Germany? Yeah, it's a bit. You know what? I'm not gonna say much. Quick sidebar though. Sep bought the chlorophyll for resale the other day. Thought of you, bro. Congratulations. Let us know how much you've got. Got them for.
See, everyone thinks of you when they buy the chlorophylls. You see what I mean? You see how much everyone wants you to have this pair, bro.
Bro, I don't even want the pair anymore. That I want them so much, I don't want them. If that makes sense, like I can't even explain it, man.
We're gonna have to get a GoFundMe page for to get his chlorophylls.
Well, I'm telling you, man. But yeah, do you know what? If there weren't so many good like 95s coming out and other shoes, I'm really like willing to buy. I definitely would have scooped them up, man. What's your thoughts on these though, guys? In the chat, is it a buy or buy? Like, it's a weird kind of shoe, man. I think the laces do not do it justice.
It's probably going to be a bye-bye. So
yeah, 100%.
But I tell you what, I did see a few days ago, which was, it's not one that you see every day, is the Air Jordan 9, which is the olive color remastered.
Yeah.
Now these for me is not my everyday color or silhouette, but they just look so good, man. Mm-hmm. They just look like it's a pair that you can wear in the winter.
Yeah.
A pair of boots, like on a cold day. Bro, there's something about these that are just, if you look at the first, oh man.
Yeah, it's giving me up tempo vibes, you know? Air tempo.
There's something about these. There's something about these that just does it for me. I don't know what it is, but I could rock these with a pair of jeans on a cold day. I don't know, man. They've done a good job with. I think if you come out and go to where all the pictures are, there's the first picture of someone wearing them with jeans.
Oh, is it on the images on Google?
On images, yeah.
This geezer. That one? That picture?
Yeah, on feet, yeah. I think that was yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw a Sneakonomics video on them. You talked about upcoming shoes and stuff. Do you know what? It's definitely kind of like an ACG Moab vibe.
Yeah, definitely that.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's very nice, man. It's smart.
Like Kill Switch said, like a utility boot sneaker, like the ACG you spoke about. I think these are really smart looking. They're not too sort of, sometimes you just get the overly sort of bulky. Just for me, it's smart, man. It just looks smart as well,
Yeah, you can definitely take these out casually for a hike, but also wear them to, do you know what I mean? Like down the pub or something, like if you wanted to. Yeah, Kill Switch is saying the chlorophyll and Erkins. Yeah, times Erkins. Bro, I should have been paid by Patter to promote that shoe, because I'm pretty sure those live streams I did with you and on my own did numbers, like decent numbers, man. It's so funny. Okay,
we're gonna look back at that chlorophyll, like the whole, you know, saga in years to come. I'm gonna be like, WTF, man.
I know. Like, what was going on? Yeah, so these guys, they're basically saying bye-bye to the Jordan 3 Black Cats, which I don't blame. Yeah, Killswitch saying utility boots. Right, yeah, so Trance is saying, Hash, you remember when Huarache triple blacks were going off? I could not get a pair, but I did get a triple black with the safari print. It was women's, but still love them.
Nice pair to have as well, to be honest. Don't look at that, you know. Don't watch that. It's a women's pair, man. That's still a great pair to have. But yeah, I do remember the triple blacks, and I think there's still a hype behind the triple blacks now. There's a lot of people wearing triple black Huaraches. I think they're very widely available. You know, you get them on ASOS, Nike, everywhere you can imagine. So can you believe how hyped it was back in the day, and people still, you know,
bro, everyone had them on, man, and you couldn't get them at all, bro. Like people used to camp out for Huarache in triple black, just as a GR all black Huarache. Like now,
crazy.
It's mental, man.
You couldn't pay someone to have it. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're going for like dirt cheap if they have them. Yeah, Hass, I think we're gonna talk about wrapping up though. But anything else you wanna, like, anything that stands out to you the most, or like?
Yeah, just one last thing before we wrap up, and we're gonna make it real quick. I do promise. It is a Jordan 1 Low Black Cat, and it's a Halloween version. So the Jordan 1 Low Black Cat Halloween. I just wanted to have a look at this before we wrap it up. Very interesting shoe, one that I think is going to divide some opinions. But
oh my days,
yeah, what is going on here? Like,
what, bro? Yeah, man, I don't know what to say or think. Broski's, get the lint roller out on that. Honestly, bro, what is going on?
One thing I would say, I did watch the video earlier on today. These glow like mad. They glow like mad, and the tongue, actually, the eyes, eyes on the tongue glow like mad. Honestly, I don't know if you can find the video. There is a video link. I think if you go on to...
Oh, hold on. We got pictures. Whoa.
Yeah. Whoa. Now, this is the defining feature of these shoes. Is that they glow mad. Not much to look at during the day, but if you got these on feet at night time, they are crazy, bro. There's pictures, there's videos of these on Instagram. I think, let me see if I can find it. I just want everyone to see the videos because it just looks...
Bro, when a shoe looks better in the dark, it just says it all, man. It says it all. Like, as much as I love a bit of glow, and maybe the lace swap will do a job, but to be fair, because it's a Halloween, do you really want to swap them out? Do you know what I mean? But bro,
yeah, I don't know. It just it's like an abomination there. But
I'd be scared to wear these, man.
I think that on the tongue, there's a button on the tongue.
Oh yeah, I see that just on the corner.
On the corner,
yeah.
And I think when you press that button, that's where it starts glowing.
No way.
I swear that was on the video. I swear to you.
Nuts. All right, can't lie. It's things like that I'm a sucker for. That is kind of crazy, man. That is scary.
Look at that. Yeah.
You know that if you guys seen Evil Dead, the film with that book, it's giving me that kind of vibe. Like it's gonna come and
it's called the Necro something.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary, bro. It is scary. But they've done a good job in terms of Halloween vibe, though. I'll give them that. But in terms of wanting to wear them, it's a bit like, I don't know. I'll have people crossing the street, you know. Harry's saying, have you seen the new Air Max 90 Drift Moab colorway? Yeah, I think Ryan, he had it up. He did a little short video, actually. Let's quickly touch on that before we go back to these. Air Max 90 Drift Moab.
Well, I think I got the video, bro.
Yep, 2 sec. Oh, look, Ryan popped up as well. Big up Ryan, man. Ryan's, yeah, he's been in the chat a couple of times. Big supporter of the channel as well. Really nice colorway, man. What are you saying on these, Hass? The 90 Drifts, Moabs.
Yeah, I think they're great. I think they're amazing.
Yeah. I think anyone that's a Moab fan, a 90 fan, I guess, yeah.
I love Moabs. I've got a pair of Hirashi Moabs as well. Yeah, really good. I'm talking about Moabs. What was talking about? MX90. Someone, I think at the very beginning of the show, asked about MX90 Gore-Tex that's just dropped on Nike. Just quickly, yes, I would 100% buy them. It being Gore-Tex as well, the colorway is amazing. I'm definitely going to look at those as well.
Yeah, I think.
So look, you can see the video here. Obviously, that's with. That's mad. That has to be the. See, look, he switched it on. Switched it on the tongue.
Bro, that I'm getting like chills. You know, like how scary they look. That is nuts.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, that is different though. Like to be able to control it. You know, imagine you're playing hide and seek and someone presses your button, you're fuming. You've lost, bro. You have lost. Oh man.
Yeah, that's a crazy one. Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the Kobe's got that glow on their shoes as well. With the skeletons.
The difference is though, obviously with these you can switch it on with that button on the tongue. So
yeah. Taran, big up you, bro. The police will run away from you if you wore those Halloween glowing trainers. They'd be scared. Yeah, bro. They'd be like, what am I? I'm not some horror film. 100%, man. But yeah, right, broskis. I think we're gonna wrap up. It's been we're going 2.5 hours. Amazing stream as always, man. Great topics, great conversations. Big up to everyone that's joined. Whether you've stayed the whole time or come and gone, it's always appreciated. Smash a like on your way out, please. If you're enjoying these live streams as always. And yeah, man, I mean, every Monday we're here, rain or shine. Yeah, everything. Like, even if we don't have no topics, like, really like hype, we'll make a topic. We'll chop it up no matter what. Like I said, get in the Discord group. Link is down below. I've got a channel on there to chime in whatever topics you want us to touch on, whether it is top 10s, latest releases, certain sneakers you want us to talk about. And yeah, man, Hass, bro, any last comments? And also, yeah, big up your stuff as always, bro.
Yeah, nice. You know, obviously coming up to Christmas now. Just make sure you get what you want on your list. And as always, I say wear your shoes. No point in looking at them. Just wear your shoes, man. But yeah, if you want to see some of my content, go onto Instagram. Loads of photos and stuff on there. All the latest pickups and things like that. All that jazz. HB Kicks right up there. And yeah, man, till the next episode. I think we've been going for like 6 episodes now. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to this guy, because trust me, this guy's bringing so much stuff to you, lot, man. Honestly, whether it's reviews, the contents, the jokes, everything, this man's got it all. So he deserves that. Subscribe and make sure you like the videos as well, because it helps him out a lot.
Yeah, no, definitely, mate. It does go a long way. Yeah, obviously, we're going to get this review recorded after this, probably, depending on the time. And hopefully out by tomorrow or the day after. Before release, anyway. Let's just say that. Yeah, man. Thanks again for joining. Hass again for joining, as always, co-hosting. Smash a like on your way out. And yes, next Monday, we're here, as always. Take care, broskies. I'll catch you then. Peace.